Go.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2 3.
I think I'm just gonna go blind.
And just give me the hat because you won't even see it then.
No,
motherfucker.
I'm not. Hey, I only have a few hats. Hey, how many hats do we get that I just hand to you?
I'll give them all back for that one.
No, I don't want you to give them back. You know why?
I don't want that one.
Why?
I don't want that one. I want that one.
You're like a little kid that wants something you can't have.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
All right, let's get the mic check done.
Check 1 2 3. I want that hat. If he doesn't give me that hat, it's gonna be shit.
Oh man. I can't believe you pulled out. That's not the Riata, that's the Reserva. Dude, good smoke.
I have one other. And the reason I'm smoking this, I keep telling you, I'm at the bottom of the humidor.
Oh, wow. So you're like, I've been there. You get to the bottom of the humidor, and that's why you got to keep mediocre sticks in your humidor. Because even when it comes down to picking the Reserva and a stick you don't want to smoke, you're going to smoke the one I don't want to smoke because I want to save that.
Yep. But the punch is still there.
Well, the good thing
the punch egg roll is still there.
Hey, wow.
Yes, it's still there.
Wow. So that's a tough choice.
Yes.
When you go, it's like, all right, well, I'm going to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down to these.
Yes.
Screw it. I'm going with the good one.
Yep.
I get it. I completely
the one that
get
Junior gave me is still there. It's still
sitting. That lighter, if you would.
It's still sitting there. The punch is still sitting there. What else? The patent is still there.
Wow. Now, are you saving the patent for next Saturday?
I'm hoping. Yeah.
Hey,
if Jay will let me use it.
Are you going to be able to be up there?
Yeah. What time you want to be there?
Well, you know Sean?
Yes.
Okay, he's coming.
Okay.
My friend Tim, he's coming.
Okay.
So, I'd kind of like to do maybe a recording up there.
That's what I was asking last time.
Well, I don't know that yet. I mean, I got to clarify that with Jay. But, I mean, I think it'd be cool to do that if we can. If we can't, because I don't even know what furniture they have.
Yeah.
I don't know, because this is a soft opening.
Yes, that's what he told me.
Opening. So, it'll be interesting to see what we can actually do there. Now, Sean is going to stay, I believe, at the Hilton, and they have an outdoor patio.
Which is even better because you can go outside and smoke.
Right. Mm-hmm. So we might get together
afterwards.
Over there, afterwards. And I was thinking about here, but now that the furniture's been taken out, I mean...
it's not that much space for others.
Well, it's not... I mean, everybody has to sit in a computer chair.
Yeah.
Hey,
or you can just sit outside.
How much do you like these new chairs?
I like it way better than that,
dude.
Than that folding metal
we
apparatus.
Need to turn up the light on Bryant.
Why?
No, it's blurry, but it's dark.
I'm going to tell the truth. You don't have to. I relinquished my Miranda rights.
Hey, where were you last Friday?
Oh man,
there you go.
God, here we go. It gets brighter and hotter.
No, it doesn't get hotter. Those are LEDs.
Bruh.
Plus, dude, now that we've got 2 AC units in here.
Oh, yeah, the battling AC.
It is night and day.
It's totally different than it was.
Oh.
Because that is saying 68 right now, and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about put Bryant in the middle? Well, I was just about to say
zoom out.
Yeah.
No, we're good.
No, I accidentally zoomed in.
Well, what do you got to say, Wilbur?
I got your Wilbur.
You caught that. You caught that.
Oh, man. See, he's still too dark.
No, it looks good.
It's the sun. I soak in rays and get darker.
I don't mean you. I mean the picture.
You see how that became?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but yours looks better.
Mine looks better?
No, bad.
Oh.
Damn. So I was looking bad all that time.
Yes. And that's why I swapped the cameras around to see if it was you or if it was the camera. And we figured it out. It was the camera.
I got to make sure Moose is
Hey, did you see that chain of messages on Facebook on Boyd's post? He had posted a photo of his new line of hats. And I said... He was wearing it in a picture. And I said, dude, you should have hired a better looking model for that photo shoot.
Damn.
And then he made some cut joke back to me and whatever. And then he said, I don't know if Rob can take it. And JT jumped on and was like, oh, you've never been to one of his herfs.
For real. For real.
And it made me think, you know what the herfs really are more like? A roast.
Oh, yeah. You're right there. I guess I'm
Step up and be insulted.
Insulted real quick. Looking for respect. You Rodney Dangerfield.
Oh, man.
But you come back, so nobody can get anything off on you.
What was funny is the way that chain actually went was... We should actually have Bryant model the hat.
God,
and
be more careful.
Dude, if Bryant put that hat on, it would look tiny.
You know,
I said, have you seen that melon?
Monster fuck you. No Vaseline with a sandpaper rubber. Damn.
So anyway, it was interesting. It was funny. Hey, so you know what was cool? So I was having a conversation with one of our brothers of the Leaf.
Okay.
And his kid got COVID.
Oh, shit.
So then him and his wife and the kid had to be quarantined, which in turn put him out of work. Mm-hmm. He works 60 hours a week, but the company has him as part-time. And so he has no benefits. Oh. None. So I put together a link on our Discord and asked people if they wanted to. They were, we would thank them, and if they couldn't, then we asked them to pray for them. But dude, yesterday we brought in $230 for the dude or something like that. But that's just the cigar community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You tearing up over there?
Yeah, man, because people are still downplaying this shit.
Oh, I know.
And it's so frustrating.
It's affecting a lot of people that we don't. And
yes.
It's funny because when you think about it, there's a lot of people that don't know anyone that's had it.
Yeah.
And
so they feel like, oh, well, it's still fake, it's still false. No,
right,
it isn't.
Right. And
no, it isn't. I've lost 3 friends to this shit. And I'm talking about not that they got sick. I mean, they're gone. Their lives are over. I don't get to see them anymore when I go back home.
Right.
They're gone. And they had no pre-existing issues. They are just gone. One was he was a starting quarterback on the football team, starting forward on the basketball team, went to college, and then he was a cop. No pre-existing. How did he get it? He started working in the damn prison.
That's just a breeding ground.
It is. And then my daughter talking about she wants to go back. No, you're not going back. Stay working at the sex shop.
No. You stumped me. I had a thought going.
And then you was like, thought you were like, wait a minute. He said what?
I'm not gonna touch that one.
Yeah.
Anyway,
she can keep selling dildos.
So,
I have no problem with that. At least she's safe.
Hey,
they use some form of protection.
I just want to know if you're like her biggest customer.
Hell no. Hell no. I don't need toys. The Lord blessed me.
Oh, now here we go.
Hey, I got 6 kids. I got 6 kids. Something is blessed. Something is shooting from somewhere. Let me leave that alone. Oh, I did the The interview Thursday with John Witherspoon the third.
Yeah,
it was
how'd
cool.
It
was cool, man.
So I got to ask you one question.
Mm-hmm.
Were you on the Two Bros?
No, that's him and his brother, and
so
he
you
explained
were
that.
lonely.
Yeah,
you and him were lonely together.
Well, he explained the reason for that because Two Bros is his brother's podcast, and he always thought he
Does he smoke cigars?
Yes, he does, and
So-
he smokes because of us.
I'm sorry.
Because he said he used to smoke in the Marine Corps, and then he had stopped and said COVID had came in and he was looking for something to do, and he said he happened upon our podcast, and he said he started listening, and he was like, yeah, he said, you know what, I might start trying them again, and he started smoking cigars again.
Oh, that's
that's
cool.
when he fell in love with the McAuliffe line, and he said, I smoke Aladinos because you said they were good. I said, well, Rob gave them to me. He said, yeah, I heard you say that, but you kept talking about them the way you were talking about them. I was like, well, that's just the way we are. And he said, yeah, he said, the second, John's Lonely podcast, the JLP, is because he wanted to do one on his own, and he didn't think he could do it. He said, but then he listened to episode number 1 of Cigar Talk.
And he said, anybody.
Anybody. After that, he realized if he could do it, anybody can do it.
Hey,
so I did.
And he said that.
And he said he listened to you. He said he heard you talk later on about the first few episodes, especially the first one, how hard it was, but the perseverance you kept going and getting better equipment. He said, I realized then that I could do it. So I'm just doing it. And it's just a sit down and talk. It's video, you sit down there and he just asks, just like you do. You ask questions and he just allows you to talk. And that's all it is. Man, we talked for 2 hours.
He got the right guy.
Yeah, he
for
did.
The gig.
Because he asked the right questions, and it was like, wow. And I happened to realize, I was like, man, I talked 2 hours.
Hey, you know what you've been doing? You've been keeping me from doing my clap.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. All right.
Now that we're out of the Flintstone age.
Hey, so yesterday I interviewed a comedian.
Yeah, you told me you was going to do
that. Was cool, man. That was real cool.
Was it comedic all the way through?
No, it wasn't funny.
Oh,
it was behind the scenes, what it takes to be a comedian, what it's like to get ready to go on that stage. And I mean, it was very interesting. And I did tell her my joke at the end.
Yeah.
Not on the recording.
Oh, Lord. Did she laugh?
Yeah.
After
she said after she figured out what the heck I just said.
Oh.
There's that shell shock
and
for
then
just a minute, and you're like
that pause is like, ooh,
whoa,
wait a minute.
Did he just say that?
For real?
So anyway, she said, and I gave her the rough version. Both barrels.
Wow.
And she said, you could probably tone that down a little bit.
Truthfully.
And I said, I don't know that I could.
Just me. It has to be that way. No one would take it any different. They'll look at me like, Rob, you're lying. Tell the truth. Something else happened.
We know you volunteered.
Yep. Every time. Happy to go over your grandfather's house. I want to go to Granny.
See, now that's funny. That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, man. Damn.
See, I've taken you down that dark road.
You have. As usual, you have.
Oh, that's funny, dude. Yeah, and it's funny because me and Tim were talking about that last night, too.
What did Tim say? He said you didn't give it a rough version, did you?
No, here's what Tim said. I know it's a joke. But what makes it funny?
You see, turn the and I point. Yes, yes.
But you get it, right?
I definitely get it.
But Tim's like, hey, I know it's a joke, but I just don't know what makes it funny.
You.
So I kind of explained it to him.
Lord. People just don't know, man. They just don't know. Boy, I was telling him about it, man. This didn't make the cut though. About when we met, I said he called me a racist.
Yeah, I took that out. I took that out.
He called me a fucking racist. And then when it sat down, I was like, "This motherfucker." What?
Hey, the funny thing on that is for like the next 3 months, every time Bryant walked into the Leaf, I'd say, "There goes that racist."
Yep.
And he's just like, I'm not even going to look at you.
At all. At all.
Hey, I got to grab a stick. And, you've put me some under pressure now. You're smoking a Reserva. I feel like I got to pull something out. You know what I mean?
Damn it. What you do? Fucking ass. I was getting ready to put it over here to take a picture. As soon as I pulled it away from my mouth, motherfucker.
What I pulled out.
Oh no! I would. He said, "Oh no!"
I would probably take that over this. Actually,
Certainly.
I think that's a better cigar. But I mean, it's twice the price, so
Yes,
it should be a
yes.
better cigar.
Yes.
But the thing about that cigar is the Reserva is one of those cigars. The more you smoke them, the more you appreciate them.
Yeah.
And the more you smoke them, the more you learn that profile.
Oh yes, because that's what I'm getting different hints now than I did the first few times I smoked.
Yeah, it took me probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 before I was like, I get that cigar now. You know what I mean? Because it's a very complex blend.
I'm tasting a freaking black licorice now, and I hate black licorice, but it tastes right now the way it tastes. I'm just like,
For me, I loved it.
I'm like, wow, that's cool. I just don't like black licorice, but it's sneaking through, and I'm like,
I love
this is
black
cool.
licorice. Now, do you like the red?
I love red licorice.
You know why? Because it's not even licorice.
What is it? Candy?
It's just something that they formed to look like black licorice. But if you get black licorice, the only one that looks like that is Twizzlers.
Twizzlers, yeah.
Yeah, if you go look at real black licorice, it's like grainy and coarse, and it's not wet. It's very dry, but it's great.
Nah.
You're like, no.
Nah. It's just like my grandmother. She loved black licorice and black jelly beans. And I'm like, ugh.
Oh, I love black jelly beans too. Yeah, because they're like the black licorice, but they have a little mint at the end, almost like a pepper.
No, I'm good.
You want the cotton candy?
Yes. Anything
like a
but the
4-year-old.
Man, I go through and give me a bag of licorice. Nope.
You know which ones I don't like? I don't like the white ones because they're like minty.
Minty, yeah. I don't like those either, but I'll take those over the nope.
And when I say minty, I mean like a spearmint. I'm not a spearmint fan at all. Now, if I like mint, I love wintergreen.
Yeah.
Wintergreen's where it's at for me.
Was that the chew you used to, the dip you used to have?
I didn't dip.
You never dipped?
Well, I can't say I never did. When I was in 6th grade, we were at...
Hold up, 6th grade?
What? You didn't think I made it to the 6th grade?
No. Why are you messing with tobacco in the 6th grade?
Dude, I was in Texas. You know what? When you're born, they hand you a pack of R.J. Reynolds.
The fuck is going on? Where the hell am I, man?
Texas.
Damn.
Dude. So anyway, we're out doing our like yearly mile run for like a test to make sure that you fall within the guidelines of whatever
the
crazy
presidential physical
shit they
fitness
did back in the early 80s. You know, if you can pass this test, you're healthy. So anyway, we did the mile run, but right before we did the mile run, one of my buddies had a can of Copenhagen, and he was like, "Hey, you want to try this?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I took a dip, and then we went on our run, and about maybe a quarter of the mile in, I was sick.
Done.
I was
done dealing.
Yeah. And anyway, I didn't pass the mile run test.
Hell no, because you passed the mile throwing up test.
Oh, dude, it was rough.
The one time I tried it was in college, and I was on the baseball team in Lane, and Lane is a historically black college, but we had 2 white guys on the baseball team. One was the second baseman.
That is
the other was
sport.
the pitcher.
The
other was
sport.
the pitcher. And the one that was at second base, he looked just like Tommy Hurt. He used to play for the Cardinals and the Mets. So we called him Tommy Hurt. And he always had that Copenhagen. So we were playing, I think it was Middle Tennessee State, somebody like that. And he's like, hey, Brian, man, you want to try this? And me, I'll try anything once.
That's what she said.
Yeah, she loved it. But he gave it to me. He said, I said, what do I put? He said, in between your cheek and your gums. I put it in there. And I'm out there at fucking shortstop. And like about the 3rd inning, I get this walk.
He said
this wobble.
He said inning,
not inning.
What is inning?
It's inning then. And a guy hit a shot to me, and I misjudged it, and it hit me in the gut.
Yeah.
And I swallowed.
Oh.
I'm in Tennessee in the summer, in the heat, swallowing. Yeah. Yeah. I went from black to green.
You know what? I'm fixing to tell you a story.
Earled everywhere.
I'm fixing to tell you a story that makes that look like a birthday party.
It wasn't for me.
Let me tell you something.
Him and this damn knife.
Oh, dude, I love this knife. I really do.
I know.
Dude, that's a knife.
You probably were born with one of them too, weren't you, in Texas?
Hey,
a knife.
Dude, I mean,
R.J. Reynolds.
When you were in St. Louis, did everybody have a pocket knife?
Hell no.
In Texas, if you don't have a pocket knife and someone needs a box opener and they say, hey, you got your knife on you? First of all, that person's a jackass because they don't have one.
Because they don't have a knife.
And then if you say no, you're a jackass too.
No, because in Illinois, knives are certain knives are illegal. Anything that can be hid by your hand, if it's folded and it can be hid by your hand, that's illegal because it's concealed.
That's wouldn't work.
Oh yeah, you slid it up so. If it's hidden by your hand,
this is legal.
Yeah. So you can walk around with a Bowie knife, switchblades, things like that. Yeah. Switchblades, things like that are illegal. We didn't carry knives. We fought.
Hey, you know I got a switchblade, right? Have you seen my
no,
switchblade?
I haven't seen.
Oh, I got to show it to you.
So then we start carrying the butterflies, which is still illegal, but.
Oh, I got it put away. But how about this?
Oh, I got one of those straight razor. Yeah.
That's an old
Yeah.
right there.
I got one of these. I'm trying to get somebody that knows how to sharpen them to sharpen it, because I want to use it again on myself to shave myself before you go there. I said I want to use it again. You start talking about who you trying to kill.
Does your wife know?
Yes, she does. I have the stone and everything, but I just it's an art to that because I tried and I was getting nowhere. I was wasting my time. So,
Hey, you know what? Let's randomly call somebody and have them on the show.
oh Lord, do they know what they're up for?
No,
No.
I don't have my glasses on. That's the one thing about this hat.
Thank you. Yes, that's why you need to pass it on.
It ain't getting passed on.
Motherfuck.
I already got my germs on it. I know you're a germaphobe.
Dude, I got 3 things of hand sanitizer and 1 disinfectant in the truck right now.
All right, listen and see if this works.
It's ringing. They're not going to answer. They see your number coming across. Oh, hell no. I'm not answering that.
Good, man. Hey, so here's what we're doing. You're actually on the show, so don't tell anybody who you are. So Bryant is on with us, and he has to ask you 3 questions to figure out who you are.
You know what? You're an asshole, dude. You a straight asshole.
I just told him we're randomly going to call someone, and then I came up with a game.
How big is this fucking bus he just put me under, man? Damn.
So ask 3 questions. You get any 3 questions other than what's your name.
How big of an asshole is Rob? Tim.
Not
No,
Tim.
Damn. How far back do you go?
Are you asking me or him?
Him.
Okay.
I'm not talking to you. You asshole.
Are you asking how old he is?
No. How far back does he go with you?
Oh, okay.
Damn.
I can hear the music in Bryant's
Yeah.
head going, dun, 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 dun.
What state do you live in?
What state do you live in?
Oh shit! Nice.
You get one more question.
That dropped it down to a few, but then I'm trying to figure out, since he gave me another question, what would differentiate you between these?
Give him a hint.
Oh, I know who it is now.
You do know who it is?
I think I do.
Who?
I'm not saying.
No, you got to.
No, I'm not saying, because if I'm wrong, then I'm gonna piss off somebody that likes me on the show, and not you. I love it. Somebody that likes me. Damn.
Dude,
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Everybody likes you.
Nah. You have fans, bro. You do.
Me?
Yes, you do.
No.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
No, the fans are of the Big B.
No.
Big Bryant. Dude, we just had stickers made that say doing good,
I
doing
understand,
good.
but everybody understands who you are.
Do you know why we had these made?
No, sir.
Because fans of you requested them.
You're lying.
No. They want T-shirts with "doing good" on it. They want a shirt that says "yes sir" or "yes sir."
Yes, sir. YESSIR.
And then they also want another one that on the back says "tell the truth."
Nah, man. Nah. I'm scared to say.
Hey,
I'm scared to say.
are you serious?
I am, because I don't want to piss anybody off.
No,
that's why I
hey,
don't like.
hey,
that's why I don't
brother,
like shit like this.
brother, you're not going to be pissed if he doesn't get it right, are you?
Nope. Nope. You are not go to me to walk
You
out in the
are a
middle of the
loser.
fucking crosswalk
You
so
are
that
a
bus can
loser.
just run over me, and then you bag it up again. Look at him. You see that laugh? And you got it on film. Good. Did you see that laugh? See, that's how I know. This dude is sinister, man. What? On the freaking Bullwinkle cartoon.
I'm going to tell you who it is. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You're not going to guess.
No, because I don't want to be wrong.
Hey, then you should never get out of bed.
No. The world brightens when I get out of bed. Or gets darker.
Either way, it's a plot positive. So this is Andrew the Pipe Fool. He's been around.
Wait a minute. But see, I thought of him, but I couldn't remember where.
Hey, don't try to cover
no,
your ass
he lives
now.
in California. Yeah, I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong. I was dead. See, I'd have been wrong, Pipe Food. Please forgive me. Please forgive me, because I was wrong. I was wrong. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, see, if it would have been me, I would have been. Hey, let me tell you guys
had the
something
wrong person.
that you probably don't know. Andrew's been around since before we started the podcast, and he has been like a huge supporter. He's been a huge resource.
Yes.
He's given lots of great ideas. He's given a lot of great feedback, and it's like he gives honest feedback.
Tell the truth.
And that's, you know who else gives honest feedback is Tim Rickman.
Yeah.
That dude gives a little too much honest feedback. You know what he said to me last night?
What's that?
I was having a drink of Heaven and Hill, and he said, "Hey, man, I don't want to seem out of line, but
that's his favorite thing."
Hey, are you maybe drinking too much? I said, dude, I drink once a week.
It don't matter to him, because every time he see you,
hey. Well, what he said was, well, I see you every Saturday night. And I was like, yeah, that's when
When
I
I
drink.
drink.
And he goes, and you're always talking about it on the show. And
Yeah.
I'm like, anyway, he made me paranoid.
He got your ass up. He's like, well, yeah. I guess you're right.
No.
You see, look at him. Look at him. Denial. The first step. You got to get over that denial. It's not just a river in Egypt, baby.
Anyway.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Hey, so Andrew, so what are you up to, brother? You on your off day or you working? Oh,
Ooh.
nice, dude. Nice. This dude works more than the Pope.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Dude, I mean, I hardly ever catch him when he's
Not
at home.
at
He's
home.
always
Yeah,
at work.
Mm-hmm.
Or he can't answer. He's a first responder.
Yeah. That's the beauty of it, man.
So, man, how's the COVID situation up there where you are, brother? Yeah. In your area? Well, I saw a thing on Florida, and Florida is freaking exploding. And they're, but you know, Florida people are a lot like Texans in the fact that when they tell you to do something, we're
the
like,
exact
ain't doing
opposite,
it.
yep.
Nope.
Exact
Kiss my ass.
opposite,
I'm not
yep.
doing it.
Why? Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I mean, there's so many different impacts of how you choose to do it. And the thing about it is, we haven't been here before, and not in our lifetimes.
Nope.
And so, only, in my opinion, only time will tell how we handled it. You know what I'm saying? Because 3 years from now, someone's opinion could be completely different, or they just keep saying, no, that's not true.
Yeah.
But in 3 years, 4 years, we'll be able to look back, hopefully, that we're not all gone, because, you know, that's always possible. Bryant could fart and the whole world would go under.
Oh, no, they just smell roses, baby.
Uh-huh.
Roses and tulips.
So are you keeping busy first responding?
Hell yeah, shit. Yeah. No part of that is an arrest. Mm-hmm.
Really? Why? Why this time of the month?
Mm-hmm. And they run into those heroin dealers. Mm-hmm. And they're spending it all. Mm-hmm.
And since they haven't had it in so long, now it's bigger impact. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, Maryland has a heroin problem. I didn't
And
know.
the United States has a heroin problem now.
So it's everywhere.
Yeah, it's the comeback drug now.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Meth. Yep.
See, Abilene has its meth heads. I don't know about the heroin people, but the meth heads, you can't miss them because they're walking up and down South First. You know what I mean? It is so weird because you see somebody walking on the side of the road and you're like, hey, look at that person. And then when you go by them and see their face, you're like, oh,
See,
man.
that's the way the crack epidemic hit, and you could recognize them the same way. The
Dude,
way they look, the way they walk.
Yeah, it's just,
You know,
man,
a
talk
crackhead
about
is always
destruction.
looking at the ground. Always looking at the ground. You know, people say, "Why are they looking at the ground?" They're trying to find something that failed. And any shake, any dust, anything look white on the ground, they get down there, they moving it around to try to see if it was a piece of crack.
Wow.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Oh, yes, fentanyl and everything. Mm-hmm. It's killing them. Yep, it's killing them.
Well, hey, man, thanks for taking our call and having fun with us. We're doing the pre-show video right now, so we just thought it'd be fun to call and say hello.
Thank you, bruh. Thank you, bruh.
Hey, man, and you answered. See, Bryant was like, they see your number, they're not going to answer. So thank you.
Uh-huh. So you might as well, let me just go and chalk this up right now. Yeah, get it over with. Take the abuse and then move on.
So, all right, man. Well, hey, take care of yourself, and we'll talk to you soon, man.
Be safe, bro.
See you, bud. See, that was fun.
It was, because I sure had the wrong person. I had the wrong person.
You know,
in
he
my
was
head.
actually one of our very, very early guests over the phone because, you know,
we didn't have
we
anybody.
didn't have nobody. No offense, Andrew, but we didn't have nobody.
Hey, thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. We had several of those.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
You know who I'm planning on coming up next week is Jake the Snake Killer.
Yeah, you've been trying to get him for the last...
Well, you know, he was in contact with COVID, so
Yeah.
he had to quarantine for 14 days. And he sent me a message, was like, hey, man, I was in contact with somebody who had COVID. I'm on a quarantine. And I was like, well, thanks for not coming. And he was like, yeah, I'm not going to come up there and do that shit with you.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's appreciative when people
Very,
are thoughtful. You know what I
very
mean?
appreciative.
Because here in Texas, people like,
It's my right.
I'm going to the river this weekend.
I don't care. I'm going fishing.
Fishing's okay because you're by yourself.
So you think.
Floating the river
With everybody else around you.
thousands of people.
Yeah. I don't fish by myself. 'Cause I'm scared I'm going to fall in the water and nobody knows I'm there. I wind up in the Rio Grande some fucking where. Well, we've been looking for Brian for the last 3 days.
You know what we need to do?
Well, this whale just came afloat.
Hey, I told you what I want to do. We need to go to the gun range.
Oh, I don't care.
You know what I mean?
Anytime.
Dude, I've been really wanting to shoot. We should do that. You know what? Not this week, but the next week I'm on vacation.
Next Saturday or the Saturday after
Saturday at 18 Hundo.
That damn hundo shit again. You made that fucking word. No, you know what? I heard that on
Dude, it's 100.
on
Hundo.
what was it? Bonanza, some
Bonanza.
some
You weren't
crazy.
watching no
the
Bonanza.
Ponderosa.
You were not watching any Ponderosa.
I used to watch Bonanza when I was a kid.
Did you? Yeah. Who's your favorite person on
Hoss.
there? Oh, boom. Dude, Hoss was just
Hoss.
like, you know why everybody liked Hoss so much was because he was simple, he was happy, and you didn't want to mess with him.
No, because he put his hands on you. It was a done deal.
Right. It was a done deal. It was like, he would pick you up.
Off the ground.
Yeah.
Get up off of him.
Exactly.
And Lil Joe was already starting shit, and Hoss come in and take care of
That
everything.
wasn't Little Joe from Little House on the
Yeah.
Prairie. Yeah, I didn't care for that dude.
He was cool on there,
No,
man.
I like the older, quiet brother that had real dark hair.
That was the first.
They always wore black.
Yeah, that was the first. He was on the movie MASH.
Yeah.
Can't think. George is it? No, not George Papard. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I bet you it was George Papard.
That I don't know.
Get the production guy to Google it. Production.
He can't even spell that. What are you talking about? Dude, have you been back on TikTok?
Every day.
It's crazy, man.
That's what happened at 3 o'clock this morning. I needed something because my mind was wide open. I said, "Oh, let me get on TikTok."
Yeah.
Then it was 5 o'clock when I went back to sleep.
solution.
Yep.
I mean, this is kind of stuff I watch on.
Just came in Eat at the Olive Garden for the first time in my life, and I came in with an open mind. I didn't want to be that guy who was like, my parents are Italian immigrants from Sicily. I know good Italian food. I'm pretty sure this place is shit. I came in with an open mind. I go like, hey, who knows? Maybe they do make like a good, veal parm or a nice, plate of spaghetti or pasta, whatever. And I came in. I have to say, it was fucking disgusting. It was just fucking plates of schifio. It was terrible. Just plate after plate of fucking puzzi. It was disgusting. This place is not just like a disgrace and an insult to Italian food. It's just an insult to food in general. Just came in.
I love it.
That dude's hilarious, man.
I love it.
Just tells you exactly the way it is.
You see that shit I sent you, though?
Which one?
You need to look on your damn thing.
Oh, you sent me a message on TikTok.
Yeah.
I didn't open it.
Open it. Open it.
Right.
Open it.
I hate the messaging system on TikTok. It's like you got to go through.
No, his name's Pernell Roberts.
Which one? You sent me 2. You sent me 3, 4, 5.
That means you ain't looked at shit, then.
No, which one? The last one? By far the best tasing I have ever witnessed. Is that it?
Yes, look at that shit. Turn the volume down.
There's no volume. It says no sound.
It's sound.
In fact,
it's sound.
no?
Yes, it is.
No, the video's been removed.
Oh, they took it off.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Anyway, it was in the Army. Do I still have it? Nope. It was in the Army, and they were doing their, I guess it was the MPs, and they were doing their tasing. They were tasing the guys in order to use this way we used to do.
They were training?
Training, So there's 2 guys holding, and he's a big guy. Looked like he's about 6'4", 6'5", broad shoulders. And they hit him with it. And he let out this blood-curdling yell. And it sounded like a woman had been abused. And everybody started laughing as they laying him down on the ground. He's just like, huh. I was like, I remember that. I remember that. Because that shit hurts, man.
Did you get tased?
Oh, yeah. I got tased.
What's it feel like?
Pain.
I mean, is it paralyzing?
Yes, it hits every muscle in your body. It locks up every muscle.
So, like, you get tense.
Yeah, you get tense. But then, see, here's the thing about it, and this is part of, I believe, the BS propaganda to it. Because before we did it, they showed a video of a guy, a short Tongan guy that was in the Marine Corps.
What kind of guy?
Tongan. He's from Tonga.
Oh.
Tongan. That's why I said Tonga.
Like,
he's from Tonga. He was a short guy, and he was in the Marine Corps. And they had the tasers. He got tased. And he was walking as he was doing it. They showed first them tasing with the same gun, tasing a bull, and the bull fell over. Boom! Because it hit him that hard. They hit him, and he walking. He said, yeah, I can do it. I can do it. So in your mind, you're like, okay, how did the bull, but he's still walking. So in your mind, you had this little thought that maybe it's not that bad until they hit you with that motherfucker.
And then you were the bull.
Yes. And I was like, you motherfucker! Get this shit off me. Get this shit off me.
How long did it last?
5 seconds. It lasts 5
it.
seconds. But that 5 seconds feels like,
now,
it's called a 5-second ride.
So does it automatically shut off in 5 seconds?
You can hold a trigger and
then
it's still going to stop.
Before you can redo it again?
As soon as you pull the trigger again.
Oh, wow.
It's immediate. But it's a 5-second ride, and it's a fucking ride. I've seen people pissing shit on that
down
shit.
to like 2 seconds.
No. Because you need that 5 seconds to get control of the person.
Oh, I get
And it's not that long. It's really not. And the bad part about it, and I'd say the bad part about it, my instructor was a sergeant with the Madison Police Department. He quit he resigned from the police department because he tased a guy in a bar fight. Because like I said, we had bar fights there. And the guy passed away from it.
Wow.
But they found out he had so much liquor and cocaine in his system. There was actually the complications of the tasing with those in his system that caused him to pass away. But the sergeant, I can't think his last name started with an M. He couldn't take it. He just said, forget it. He quit, bought him a tow truck, and started towing for the police department. Made more money doing that than he did working for the police department.
Wow.
I was like, damn. So it's a danger. I've seen people shit and piss at the same time on themselves.
Well, that goes back to one of those videos we saw in the news not too long ago where that guy was running from the law.
Oh, yeah.
And he turned around and pointed the taser at the cop and they shot him.
Yeah, because
a lot of people started the noise.
Nope.
And that was
Doesn't
why
matter.
you said he was 100% justified.
He was 100% justified. Because when you hit somebody with that, you incapacitate them totally. You incapacitate me, now you can take my service weapon from me, and now you can cause deadly harm. No, you turn around, you take my taser, you turn around with a taser at me, I'm going to blow your ass away.
Hey, and on the flip side of that, though, it is possible for you to die from a taser.
Yes.
So regardless if you could take my service weapon or not,
you got a deadly weapon in your hand. You do.
So I completely agree with you on that one.
Because the weapons that we use, the tasers that we use, were more. They had more voltage than those that you could buy in the store. So that's a different one. You can buy one in the store. It's not the same taser. It's not the same.
Yeah,
the ones that
he's got some kind of electric shock thing.
The ones that they use on bulls are higher than the fucking them cattle prods.
Dude, let me tell you a story.
You got hit with one of them?
No.
Oh.
So whenever I was a kid,
you hit somebody with one of them?
No.
Oh.
So when I was a kid, and in the summer I'd go visit my dad, and we would go out to the pasture. And I mean, I'd be 5 or 6 years old. And I'd be like, I want to ride one of those.
Play another joke in the past.
So I would say, I want to ride one of those bulls. And my dad would put me on the back of a bull.
And walk around with you, though. He would walk with you as
No. It was bucking.
Oh.
But not like rodeo bucking.
Okay.
I mean, he's like, get off me. You know what I mean? And I'd get bucked off in a few seconds, whatever. But I was like 6.
Yeah.
And so then when I was in junior high, we went to church camp up in Colorado. And they had a rodeo at the end of the week, and you could sign up to ride in the rodeo.
Gotcha.
And so I signed up to ride a bull. And we got up there on Friday, and I'm waiting my turn. I'm in the stall waiting for my turn. And I see this kid get on a bull, and they have one of those long shocker things. And so, like, right before they opened the gate, they shocked the bull, and I was like, whoa.
I didn't sign up for this.
I was like,
hold up.
Why are y'all shocking the bull? And they're like, that makes them really get mad. And I was like, you can take my name off the list.
No, you're stuck.
I was like,
huh? What?
My dad never shocked them before I got him.
I know how to ride an unshocked bull.
Right.
This, I didn't sign up for this.
No,
man. That's crazy.
But dude,
man.
we're watching that show right now called Yellowstone.
Yeah, you told me.
And it's a great story, and it takes me back so many times because I grew up in the city in Lubbock, but because I would go spend time in the summer with my dad in a town that only had 200 people, I also got the best of the country life. You know what I mean? And so I felt very awesome that I was blessed to see both worlds. Because most people have no idea what it's like to be country.
I sure did.
Dude, I mean, every Friday night, well, not every Friday night, but lots of Friday nights, we were at rodeos. That's what we did. And you don't understand. In fact, my wife was telling me that when she went with some of the homeschool moms here to a rodeo, they had never been to a rodeo. One was from California and one was from another state. And while they were watching the rodeo, they would actually cover their eyes and be like, oh my gosh. And it's like, my wife was like, what?
Yeah.
And they were like, do you see what they're doing? And my wife's like, we've been going to rodeos for...
The first time I went to a rodeo was here in Abilene. At the fair.
And how was that experience? Were you just like...
No, I was just watching. I was like, okay, because I understand that those are animals. I understand that they're not doing anything to harm those animals. I truly do.
See,
other than bullfighting.
Here's the thing. When you grow up in the country, though, you don't even ask that question.
Yeah.
Because it's not important.
Oh, but you have people. There were people around me that's like, oh, I can't believe they're doing that to that bull. What are they doing to it? You just riding it. Are they roping it? What are you talking about?
The bull's tough.
Thank you.
It's a bull.
Our church had, at one time, 15 horses on the property. Because one of the elders at the church, that's what he did.
They fixed that mic.
He had horses. So he had 15 of them at the church. And during the winter one year, there's a thing of houses behind our church. One of the residents in that subdivision came over and was yelling at the pastor's son, talking about that they were calling PETA and SPCA on them because they had those horses out there in the cold. So you know what he said? He said, wait a minute. God made this horse and he put on it what it needed, because even if he wasn't here with us, he'd still be in the cold.
Hey, and the horse is wearing a leather jacket.
True. With fur on it.
Right. So
he got a leather and fur on.
I think in Texas, he's good.
He's good. Definitely.
So, yeah.
That just blew my mind. I said, people are you're tripping off the wrong thing, man.
And think about this. I mean, dude, there's wild horses
Oof.
in the wilderness in Montana.
Yes.
You know how cold
it gets cold as it get cold.
As they used to say.
I went through there during the cold.
Yeah.
Coming from Washington, coming back home, it gets cold. Woo!
Hey, so anyway, great show. You need to check it out. And if you can make it past the first 4 episodes.
He said if you can make what's the first 4 episodes? What happens in the first 4 that I may not make it past?
The writing's not as good.
Okay.
There's some corniness going on.
Okay.
But then after episode 4, it gets serious.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And it's like, you probably won't even notice because you like some action movie type stuff. Mm-hmm. Where for me, I want it as close to real as possible. So don't make it.
See, that's the way I am with military movies and police movies.
Yeah.
Military movies,
100%.
police movies, you have to have it real, because with a military movie, I'm looking at the uniform.
Now, right?
No, that's wrong.
Down to everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's wrong.
And you don't want a Superman when you're watching a cop in a military
because
movie.
that's a lie.
It's like, I want to see the real.
Mm-hmm.
And so, anyway, they get more to that style.
Okay.
And so, but it's written really well.
Okay.
You got to check it out.
I probably will. I watched
I
the
can already
other
see
Extraction.
you watching the first episode and being like,
nah,
man, a
I'm
bunch
good
of
with
white
it.
cowboy dudes. I ain't got nothing to watch this about.
I'm scared a hood gonna come out. I said a hoodie. No, I didn't. I said a hood. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right. So, are you ready to record the show?
Yeah. Where's the whiteboard?
It's over there. Ain't got nothing on it, though.
Because we have to be. Because you would go off on a tangent and then be like, "Oh, I forgot that." No, I forgot that. Where's the whiteboard?
All right, get the whiteboard out, and then let's just write down the topics.
That's right.
All right.
So we can stay on topic. Yeah,
come on.
because you said you talked about it right, man. You talked about it.
Well, I thought, and when you wrote this, when I looked at it, I thought Helen Keller had been in here.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Come on, man.
What? I mean, the only upgrade from you over Helen Keller is it's on the board.
See, with Luke, you got to understand it. He was going to turn out one or two ways. Either he didn't give a fuck about nothing because he had went through shit with you, or very sensitive because he went through shit with you. There's no in between.
He's not sensitive.
I know. I can tell.
Hey, if he was sensitive, he would be dead by now.
True.
Can you
true.
imagine?
Oh, with you?
Right.
Sensitive?
Right.
No. Wouldn't make it.
Never.
Your daughter's not sensitive.
All right.
Whew.
So, welcome. What you smoking? That's just wide.
Wise.
W-Y-S.
Wise.
What you smoking?
What you smoking?
Then we go into McAuliffe. And then we're going to do our... Do we want to do our top 6 today?
Hey, we do it every time.
Let's not do it today. You know what we got to do?
Oh, shit.
Dude, we got to do our top 20. We are way behind on that. I mean, we can't do the top 20 today.
All I got to do is go to Word.
No, I
Mine
can't.
is already pulled.
You got your top 10?
Dude, we were supposed to have done this the end of May,
June.
beginning of June, and that's when I put my list together. But see, I'm the one that's not okay.
Well, you never brought it up.
Oh, yes, I did. And he was like, "No, you even said it. I wish we were taping this back then. You even said it. Oh no, we're not gonna do that. No, I'm not worried about that." So I went save
Hey,
again.
hey, do you have that on video?
No, that's
Then
what I'm
you have
saying.
no proof.
Oh,
No proof.
we have enough video proof to say
All right, I can
take that statement to a court with the video proof of everything else we have, and they were like, "Yeah, he did it."
Hey, hey, so I can do my top 10.
Motherfucker.
You got yours?
Oh yeah, I thought you was just gonna say.
No, I'm saying, but I can do my top 10 right now. In no particular order.
Oh.
Did you do yours in order? Yeah. There's nothing in either one of them. Right. Tea and ice only. One of them I drank out of on the way out here. Don't feel bad. The other one I dipped my balls in. I said, bloop. Hey, how you like that sticker? That means he doesn't like it.
I do like it. That's your son. That's your son.
Yeah, my sister made it.
Yeah, that's what. Remember, he was in there last week. And you just put that one on there. Because you said put the doing good. Let's see the lighter. You took it with you.
Oh, sorry. Hey, and this one is for my knife. Oh, you already knew that?
Yeah, you told me. Dude, I'm here twice a week now.
Yeah, that ain't no lie. So we need to talk about that. Right now.
You don't want me at your house, just say that, though.
See ya.
Phone in my shit.
I mean, we try to do this at night.
Yeah, because of the
That
heat.
way my neighbors don't see you coming and going.
Your neighbors don't care.
You got that right.
They don't care.
Hey, that's like Larry was like, you just don't want me coming over because I'm black. And I was like, in my neighborhood?
No, they don't care.
They point at me.
Yep. What the fuck is he doing here? We can see the sun. Yeah, he's cool. That motherfucker.
Oh, dude, I got to tell you this little story before we start. So, I guess it's been about 2 weeks ago. Me and my son went to go get something to eat. We were on our way back. And when we were coming through South, was it 11th or 7th?
It was,
No, it was 7th. I mean, it was 11th because, no, it wasn't right here.
no, it was 11.
11th? Okay, so we're going northbound on 11th coming home.
It was definitely 7.
Okay.
7.
So anyway, there's this white van in front of us.
Kidnap van.
And the light was red, like for a good 20 seconds before he got to it. He didn't slow down. He didn't even look. Just and 2 cars slammed on their brakes and barely missed him.
Wow.
And we were just like, holy crap.
Wow.
So, but then the van turns onto my street. And my son's like, hey, you think we ought to go check that out? And I was like, yeah. So we pull in behind them, and they're stopped a house down across the street.
Uh-huh.
And I see some dude coming out, like we're fixing to have a drug deal go down. So I just pull up there and stop. And
In the Explorer?
no, in
In the Jeep? Oh, okay.
And so the dude that's driving sees us, and we're just stopped.
Uh-huh.
He takes off before the dude gets to the window. So then what do we do? What do you think we do?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think we do?
Started something. You got out?
We start chasing the
That's what I
van.
said. Started something. Like,
Dude's driving 65 through the residential.
gotta get away. It's the cops. It's the cops. If you were in the Explorer, he definitely would have did
I followed
that
him
shit.
all the way down South First.
I wasn't down for that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
That's 100% Rob. That's 100% Rob.
I wanted to see where he went.
Yeah, you probably would have. Stop.
I like to mess with their head a
Yeah,
little bit. It's
but
like,
see, people today don't have aren't wrapped tight anyway.
And the van was for a carpet cleaning company. We got the number off of the back and called his boss.
They called his boss. Yeah, he's out there doing drug deals in your vehicle. How do you know? We are like you did a long time ago.
Hey.
I am with the Texas Rangers.
We have him under surveillance.
Surveillance right now. Where's my van?
He was like, what the van looked like. And I was like, it's your company.
It's a white van with your name on the side of it and the number behind it. That's why we're calling you. Oh, well, because he was probably making a pickup for him.
Probably.
You fucked up his high.
We just got through chasing down your boy.
And he didn't get it. Damn.
So we see that lighter. Oh.
I am pissed off about this coffee, though. I was
coffee?
waiting all week for this shit. I'm good. I'm going to get it done tomorrow. But I was like, damn.
He comes in, sees the bag, and is like,
yeah.
Sweet.
And then I grab it. I'm like, it's still fucking beans. This mother. Uh-oh. We'll be back to matches. Where are the matches? Oh, okay. No, I was just saying we'll be back because it acted like it didn't want us to light
keep
up.
The matches handy.
Oh.
But, the Bugatti, I ran out of fluid.
Yeah.
And so I ordered some more. There's more on its way. So.
How much are the cartridges?
$3.
Oh.
But I'll tell you later, I get 20% off of that.
Oh, yeah. So I'm going to have to hit you up.
It's about $240.
I have to hit you up real quick.
And I mean, if you were to price it, it's more expensive than buying Zycar by the tub.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's just such a cool lighter that
you don't
worth
care.
it.
You don't care.
Anyway, that's just my thought.
Mine too, because that's a badass lighter, man.
Are you using yours?
Every once in a while.
Every once in a while.
Yes, look at the flame. I was a pyromaniac when I was a kid.
Dude, you
I
don't
loved
even
fire.
know
I loved
what a
fire.
pyromaniac is.
I do. I love fire.
I was a pyro.
I used to set every freaking thing on fire.
Dude, but here's
except
the
for
difference.
cats. I didn't set a cat on fire.
Here's the difference.
I never set a cat on fire.
Here's the difference on the level of pyro between us, okay?
Okay.
In the summers when I went to go stay with my dad, when you're in the country,
you can burn anything. Anywhere.
Anywhere.
See,
anytime.
The difference is
the only difference. Well, no, I couldn't burn stuff when my dad was home.
Yeah.
When my dad was at work, I'd tell the stepmom, when I was like 8, I'm going to take the trash out.
Yeah.
Because there's striker matches on the back door so you can go burn the trash. And, dude, the stuff that I put in the trash to see what would happen. Aerosol cans.
Everything.
Yeah.
I threw a bullet in there one time.
Oh, yeah.
And
Mine
went in the
didn't go
house.
off.
No, mine went off. But I went in the house. I was in the house.
Wow.
I wasn't stupid enough to stay out there because I knew what was going to happen. But I just wanted to see if it would actually happen. So I threw it in there and came in the house. And you hear,
yeah, mine didn't go off. But I'll tell you this, too. One day I decided I was going to take lighter fluid and write my name in the front yard.
Done that.
Yeah, you know what happens?
What?
Your name doesn't burn.
No.
The whole yard catches
It's
on
on
fire. It
used
was like, that didn't go as
we
planned.
used to pour alcohol on our hands and set them on fire and do this.
Dude, we used to do that with tennis balls.
Oh,
we would
dude.
soak tennis balls.
Wow. No, I never did that.
In gasoline, light those, and play hot potato. And whenever it hit the ground, it would leave a circle of fire.
Wow.
It was cool, man.
I
At
never
night,
did that.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That I never did. Yeah, I never did that. That would have been fun.
Oh, it was a blast, dude. I mean, did you ever have like a potato gun, but a tennis ball gun?
I never knew about potato guns until I came back from the Army in Illinois, and it was a guy. Me and my first wife, we stayed in a trailer, and the guy next door to us. One night, it was at night, and I kept hearing this boof, boof. I was like, "What the hell is that?"
Well, see, they've perfected.
No, but see, in the military part of me was like, "Okay, that sounds like a grenade launcher."
Yeah.
So I'm waiting on the
smash. Yeah.
But I never heard it. So I grab my gun. I go to the door. I'm looking out, And the guy next door to me is sitting out in front of his fucking truck shooting his potato gun, drinking Budweiser. And I walk out the door, I'm like, man, what is he? He's, I just got my potato gun. I'm like, what the fuck is this? PCV valve.
What was he shooting?
He was
potatoes?
Yes. And I'm like, what? The entire concept of that blew my fucking mind. First of all, we still taking it. I'm sorry. It blew my mind. And then for him to be out at 11, 12 o'clock at night drinking beer, just shooting this motherfucker off, I'm like, where the hell am I? I'm like, where in the hell am I? This is, man, East St. Louis is just, 10 miles that way. You don't do that shit.
Right. But let me tell you this. Here's the evolution of the potato gun. Uh-huh. Because I had a friend that made one when I was 6. So we're talking about the 70s. And the way they did it back then, before they got fancy with all the PVC and the chambers and the air pressure, they would take 2 tennis ball cans, cut the holes out of both ends on one of them, still leave one on the other end, and then duct tape them together in the middle. And then they'd put a little hole down in the bottom, and then they would put like a pin that would go all the way through the can, so you drop a tennis ball in there, and it would be like 8 inches or probably 6 inches before it got to the bottom. And then they would shoot hairspray into that little open hole and light it, and it would just and so think about the evolution of the potato gun. Yeah, that's going from caveman days, because now, dude, people make some like crazy. The closest I had to that as a kid was a spoke gun. I don't know what that is.
The spokes off a bicycle tire.
I figured that.
And you take
what's the gun part?
You take one and you bend it, because on the end of it has a screw in and it has an opening in it. What you do is you take the heads off a match and put them in there. And then you take another one and you bend it a little bit so it sticks in there. And then you have one sticking out straight, and you have just this little bent one. And then you light the end where the match head is. And it shoots out. And when I say it shoots out, it shoots out. We used to shoot car doors with this shit. And they go in there, boom, ding.
It would stick?
Yeah, and we used to shoot at each other with this shit. This is how crazy we were. When I got older, I realized, I said, okay, that went into a car door.
Right.
So my ass was not enough to keep, but we used to shoot at each other.
Dude, whenever I was probably in junior high, 7th grade age, maybe 6th grade age, my best friend got us a motorcycle. He's a year older. And I mean, no big motorcycle, but one that we would take down to the field and just he would ride. Yeah. And I would bring my pellet gun.
And you were shooting at him as you was riding?
Yeah.
The fuck?
Dude, and he would be going by at about 40, and I'd just be like, pow, damn, shit. And then I'd start cocking it.
And you was one of them that cocked like 100 times. So it came out like a 22 on it.
Dude, let me tell you something.
That is not cool.
This is a dude that I grew up with that I stuck in the knee with the fork. So same dude. I locked him in his closet. I was staying at his house, and I locked him in his own closet. So you was a terror
everywhere.
So I've got him in there probably for about 3 hours, and he's like, dude, seriously, come here. I need to tell you something, man. Something's not right. So I go over there, and I'm like, what? And he's telling me through the door some made-up BS. And then I feel this horrible pain in the heel of my foot because he stuck his BB gun under the door and shot me in the heel.
He just shot your ass in the ass. You was an asshole, man. Dude, you just...
I let out a scream because that hurt. So, I mean, the barrel was literally like right next to my foot. And his dad came in there and was like, what's the matter? And I was like, oh, my foot. And he's like, where's John? And I was like, he's in the closet. Why is the door locked?
I don't want him to come out of the closet.
So dude,
he needs to stay in the closet.
His dad called my parents. And
he got to go. He can never come back over here. He kidnapped my son in his own house. and then he probably yelled at us, "Why did you yell? Let me know something." No, no snitch rule.
Right, always no snitch rule.
Oh,
that was
man.
good times. Good times.
Oh, we used to have fun, man.
Dude, did y'all go to the mall on the weekends?
We were too poor to go to the mall.
No, you weren't.
My mother wouldn't let me go anywhere because she thought everybody was doing bad shit. But unbeknownst, I was the one doing everything bad. Yeah. But she thought she could keep me from that, but I was the one doing every damn thing.
Hey,
I mean, man, I'm gonna tell you this. I don't know if I told you. I haven't told you about the time I almost became a Smurf.
Well,
So football. I hate to say this. I was in junior high school, 7th grade. Football practice during the summer. I get home, nobody's there. So it's just me at the house. I ain't got shit to do. So I go out in the garage and I'm just nothing. My mom's gone because she was teaching summer school. My dad worked at the post office. So nobody's there. So I'm just out there in the garage just doing shit. I'm grabbing a sludge hammer, just hitting shit out. Not in the garage because my dad came home, saw anything messed up on that floor, he'd have lost his mind. So I'm out putting rocks and shit on there, smashing rocks with the sludge hammer. So I go back in there, it was fun for like 5 minutes. I get the pickaxe. And I'm looking like, what the fuck can I hit with this?
dude,
So
I completely understand that mentality.
So
completely.
I see a light blue can of spray paint. So I put it on the ground. And I'm trying to hit it with the pickaxe, but it keep hitting it, and the can keeps spinning out the way, spinning out the way.
Right.
So I'm getting mad. I'm like, motherfucker. So I happen to hit it dead center at the most inopportune time. My mother was pulling in the freaking driveway. I caught that motherfucker dead center.
And did it fly off?
No.
Or did it stick?
It stuck. But all the paint in there shot right at me. So here I am, light blue now.
Like a picture of that.
My mama said, "You ignorant motherfucker." She said, "Look at you. What in the hell was you looking like Papa Smurf?" I was like, "Mama, how am I you ain't getting it off. I don't care. Stay outside.
You can't come in the house."
Yep, stay outside. So my dad gets home. She had already called him at the post office and told. So he pulls in. I'm sitting on because we had a deck and it was like 6 steps up in the back. The back of our house was a deck. So I'm sitting on the top step, just sitting there like, oh man. He get out the car and he just fell out laughing. Because he looked at me and said, "What the hell?" He said, Donna, you didn't tell me he looked like a Smurf." Man, I'm sitting there. Light blue everywhere. I'm like, y'all gonna get this off of me? And my dad like, yeah. He said, go stand out in the field. He turned on the water hose and put that can, because we had one of them things with the head on it. They had to screw in with the soap.
Yeah.
This motherfucker put that deep orange, liquid orange shit in there. That stuff that, mechanics use.
That dissolved stuff.
Oh, man. He said, close your eyes. So he told close. Man, that shit was burning and hitting. He was hitting me hard, too. I bet you won't do this again. I'm like, oh, man. And you gonna clean up my garage, because it was paint all over the garage. You gonna clean up my garage? I was like, man, I don't ever want to go in that garage ever again. If they'd have took a picture of that, I think I'd have issues right now.
Well, you know how you said your dad would know if something was out of place?
Oh, yeah.
So I remember one year in summer in July, my dad had bought me some fireworks. But he said, don't pop any of these, none of them, until I get off work.
Uh-huh.
Left them on the counter. So I'm like, I'm grabbing me some matches out of the kitchen and let's go have some fun, right? So I go over to the matchbox. He's taking all the matches. None of the matches are there. And I'm like, dang. So what do? I prop open the back door, light the stove.
Paper towel.
And I'm lighting them on the stove.
And throwing them out the door.
Throwing them out the back window or the back door. When my dad got home, he was like, I thought I told you not to pop any fireworks. And I was like, I didn't. He looks down on the kitchen floor and he's like, pick up a piece of paper. And he goes, why is there black cats on this paper? And I was like, must have dropped one.
We used to try to lie ourselves out of every damn thing.
Dude, my dad said, come here. And I said, I
did that once.
Dude, I did it once. He starts coming at me. I take off around the garage. It's a detached garage.
Yeah.
Halfway around the garage, he catches me. And I had a good 20-yard head start.
You slow as hell.
And now he's pissed.
Yeah, because he had to run.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, you know how that story is.
Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. You get that cry where you crying so hard that you can't breathe and it's just that long pause.
Yeah. Dude, and my dad always gave me the option. You want the belt or you want the board?
I didn't have an option.
Which one did you get?
It was whatever
was close.
Whatever was closest.
Now that was mom though. The fly swatter, the
everything, flip anything. The wooden spoon off the wall, skillet. I got a skillet upside the head.
Oh, I never got that one.
Oh yeah, I still got the mark on my head, lying about smoking.
Oh, dude, let me tell you how I got caught smoking. I'd probably smoked for like 3 years.
And then you get caught.
Right.
Too late now.
And I'm 18.
Yeah.
I'm 18. So me and my parents, my brothers go on a vacation to California.
Uh-huh.
They're all up in the room. I'm down in the bar.
Smoking, probably drinking too.
Dude, my mom walks into that bar and I'm sitting there just smoking.
Oh, you caught me. Can I finish this one?
Dude, that's what happened.
Did she let you finish it?
She went back up to the room.
Told you that.
And then, but what was cool was from that point forward, and the thing is, both my parents smoked. Mm-hmm. So they couldn't say nothing. You know what I mean?
That didn't stop my parents. Because we were living in the projects. It was right after my mom and dad got married. I'm the only child right now. And we were living in the projects. So I had to wash dishes. And,
because you were smoking?
No, because this is just my chore. To wash dishes.
It wasn't punishment. No, that's just how we want you to do work around
here. You wash dishes, take out the trash. So we had my dad. He's back from Vietnam.
Hey,
so
you want one of these?
Yeah, so he got that mindset. They're still about the psychedelic crazy stuff. So they got mirrors on the damn wall. So as you come down the steps from the second floor, and if you just looked immediately to your left, you can see the mirrors, and in the mirrors you can see everybody in the kitchen, and you can see part of what was going on down in the washroom where the washing machines are.
Right.
So I'm supposed to be in here washing dishes. So me and my hip ass, my mother left half a cigarette in there, half a cool. So I turned on the skillet that the bacon grease was in, and I turned it up high. So what is it going to produce? A lot of smoke.
Burn.
Yeah. So this is going to mask me trying to smoke this cigarette.
Oh.
So
how old are you?
I'm like 7 or 8.
That's how dumb we were.
Yeah.
That's why I know that you're dumb. You don't know this, but we've done so much dumb stuff.
I told Brian
that when you scratch the surface on something dumb, and
I already know
tell
what you're
you,
doing.
They're like, they think that we're just being a moron.
No, I'm telling you,
And
I've
it's
done
like,
it. I've done it.
Let me save you the trouble.
Please, I've done it. So I'm sitting there and I'm smoking, and she had been watching me for a while. Then she makes this noise purposely and watched what I did. I put the damn cigarette in the dishwater, put it in the trash, and went over and grabbed the grease and put it over on the side. So now she comes down. I'm still washing dishes. The smoke is from this, right? So you walk in there and see my mother is just like I was. I'm not going to ask you a question unless I already know the answer. She said, Brian, what was you doing in here? Oh, I'm washing dishes. She said, I'm going to ask you again. See, I should have known when she said that.
The alarm should be going off.
She said, I'm going to ask you again. I said, Mom, I'm in there washing dishes. Next thing I heard was Clang, and it was just like the cartoons. I saw little birds and stars.
Nice.
And she said, "Don't you ever lie to me." She picked me up with one hand, threw me against the wall, and said, "You're lying to me. I saw you smoking." I was like, "Mama," she said, "if you lie again, I'm going to kill you." Yes, I was smoking. She said, "Guess what? And you're going to smoke the whole pack." I was like, "Huh?" She sat me down at the table, opened up a brand new pack of Cools, and gave me the lighter and made me smoke 20 freaking cigarettes right there. You talking about somebody and then she called my grandfather and told him, she said, "If you don't come get him, I'm going to kill his ass." She told me to stand at the screen door. The front door screen door. She said, "You better not move until he get here." She said, "Stay right there." So my grandfather pulls up and I'm standing at the door. And like I said, my grandfather was cool as hell. He just did this. He just gave me 2 fingers. "Come here." And when I came outside, he said, "Get in the car." I was like, "But Grandpa," he said, "if you don't go with me, I won't see you again. Just stay with me." I rode with my grandfather the rest of the day, but the entire day he just kept telling me, he said, "I'm going to let you know this one thing. Do not lie. Whatever you do, just tell the truth when somebody asks you." He said, "With me, I don't care what you do as long as you don't kill somebody. Just tell me the truth." And he said, "Your mama the same way." He said, "But I'm not going to kill you." She will.
But you knew.
Oh, yeah.
No. At that age, you knew that was a trap.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I could lie and get out of it,
I'm still gonna try. I'm still gonna try. But even in telling the truth, I still got in trouble because my sister, we used to have this little footstool that looked like a mushroom. It was green. It was split green, and she was acting like she was ironing. And Janine, this is when I was 9, so Janine had to be like 2 years old. 3. She was 3. And she was acting like she was ironing, but it was hot and she left it sitting on there. So she saw it and she took it off. And then she rolled it back up, put it back up on the refrigerator. So when my mother and them came home, they saw the footstool, they saw the burnt iron mark on there. They immediately thought I did it because I'm 9 years old. Right. Janine's 3. And I'm like, "No, Mama, Janine did." She said, "You lying to me. I told you." My mama, she hit me, boom, with a right, grabbed her, it was a shoe, just started beating my, blah, 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 don't be lying to me. I was like, "Mama, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. It was Janine." She said, "You gonna sit there and lie?" She's 3 years old. I'm like, "Mama, it wasn't me." So she sent me to my room. Then I heard them, because my old man had made home. I heard them downstairs talking. And about 20 to 30 minutes later, my mother came upstairs and said, "Brian, I need you to come downstairs." I'm still up here, my ass still hurting.
You're thinking you might get another beating
from my dad now. I get downstairs and my mom was like, and my pop, he was like, "Go ahead, Donna." She said, "I want to tell you that I'm sorry." And I'm looking, I'm like, she said, "Because we found out that Janine did do it." I'm like, "But you didn't believe me." She said, and Pop was like, "It couldn't have been believable. She's 3 years old." But we asked her.
We know you.
Yeah. So they said, we asked her, and she showed us exactly what she did. She took the kitchen chair, pulled it over to the damn refrigerator, climbed up the chair, climbed up on the refrigerator. She did it for them. Showed them everything she did. That's the only reason they believe that she did it.
But you still got the ass.
I still had already. The sorry didn't mean nothing. But my butt was still hurting.
Right.
To this day.
Dude, let me tell you something. When I was in 9th grade. No. When I was in 7th grade. Because, down here, 6th grade is elementary.
Yeah.
7th grade is junior high.
Yeah, that's the way it is up there.
Okay.
7th, 8th, and 9th is junior high.
So I'm in 7th grade, and
well, it was.
I don't turn in my work. You know what I mean? I did it. It'd be in my locker, but I didn't ever turn it in. And so the vice principal calls me down to the office. And he's like, we've worked with you and we've worked with you and we've worked with you. And you just won't conform. So I'm going to go around to all of your teachers every day. And if you don't turn in a paper, you're getting licks that day. Mm-hmm. I got licks every day for 3 weeks.
Just out of spite. I'm going to show you.
So after 3 weeks, they called me in and they said, "Here's the thing, Rob. we don't know what to do with you.
See, that's not working.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call up the elementary and we're sending you back.
Oh.
And then I turned in my papers from now on.
I'm not going back there. No.
Dude, the humiliation. You're like,
that is
all right, now you have my attention.
Yes. And see, my issue was
you can beat me.
All that. But just don't send me back down there. My mother was a teacher at my elementary.
So you couldn't get away with
At junior high school, my grandfather's cousin was the principal.
You were locked down.
I get to senior high school, my play uncle is the principal. The principal. I could say prison warden because that's what it was. But I couldn't do anything. But I still did stuff.
Yeah.
I did it purposely. Like you was talking about not turning. I flunked French purposely just because. Just to see what my mother would do because she told me, you better not ever bring an F in there. So I did.
I flunked French. Not because I wanted to, because I didn't have the skill set.
I did it purposely. I just wanted to see what she was doing. This was in 7th grade. I wanted to see what she was going to do.
My homeroom teacher. Did y'all have homeroom?
Yes.
So, you sit in there for like 30 minutes a day for nothing.
Nothing.
But that's your homeroom teacher. Yep. Well, she was also my French teacher. And I don't remember why, but that lady grabbed my arm and started scolding me one time. And I just jerked my arm out of her hand group, and I was like, yo, there ain't no reason for you to put hands on me.
God, man, I couldn't say that. I got whoopings. They had, down the street from my elementary school was a cobbler.
Like a shoe man?
A shoe man, a cobbler. And he
well, with you, it's like, were you talking about
No,
Peach?
not Peach. No, I'm talking about the shoe. And he made straps.
There was a big tray on the back of a truck.
But he made straps for all the teachers in the district.
Oh, wow.
Out of hard rubber. So
it had just enough give.
But it also had that flex. Mm-hmm. So you could stop here and it'd flex forward and tap that ass and pop back. So you didn't have to go full. My mother got one of those made to bring home.
Nice.
I was like, no, not nice. What the fuck you mean nice? Oh, that nice. This shit ain't nice.
I mean, great idea.
Hell no. It's like my grandmother braiding 3 switches and wrapping them in aluminum foil and putting them in the freezer so she can have them during the winter. What the fuck is you talking about nice? I went through torture, man.
Your grandmother's getting that switch ready, and the whole time she's thinking, I know he's going to screw up.
I know he is. Got 3 of them braided. Just take one out. Put the other 2 back up. What? Nah, man.
I knew this was going to happen.
Dude. I hated summer vacation. I wanted to go to school year round.
I love summer vacation.
I wanted to go because I was a boy. I was bad, man.
Yeah, we were too.
I was bad. And it was like the summer, if I wasn't at football practice in junior high school, well, in elementary, I went to summer school because my mother was teaching. I was too young to be left at home by myself. But junior high school.
What he's saying is he was dumb.
No, I wasn't dumb. I was just bad. I was bad.
Dude, man, let me tell you something. My senior year, I failed English because me and the teacher didn't see eye to eye. We just didn't see eye to eye. And so she flunked me. And I actually went to the principal and raised all kinds of hell because I was like, I didn't fail. This is I know I barely passed, but I didn't fail. Mm-hmm. And so his resolution was, we're not changing the grade, but when you go to summer school this summer, your senior year, instead of taking English, you can take PE.
But you're going to suffer for it.
So I went to summer school and took PE.
I didn't have to worry about that after junior. Dude. After elementary, I didn't see something, but I wanted to because I was bad, man. I did stuff one summer.
I can't even tell you the bad stuff that we did because my son's here.
Oh, well, I can because he's not mine. Well, shit, my son did the same things I did.
I was very blessed.
Bryant was me. That's why I told my ex-wife he had to live with me. Because I said, you don't understand that mind.
You can't handle that.
No, you don't understand that. I do, because I did it. I know exactly what he's doing. he would start something, and I'd catch him, and he'd stop, and I could see what he was starting. I'd tell him, you were going to do this, and then this was going to be the outcome. He'd sit there and look at me. I was like, because I did it.
Yeah.
I did it.
I know where this ends
I
up.
know where this ends up. The only thing he was better than me in was he could save money as a kid. Me as a kid, as soon as he hit my pocket, I was spending it.
Oh, yeah, same here.
I was spending.
I mean,
this.
Now, did you have a job in high school?
Oh yeah, because I worked at McDonald's.
Okay,
I
worked at a tire store.
They got us jobs. One of the boosters, she was cool with the owner of the McDonald's, so she got all the football players jobs at McDonald's.
And did you work?
Hell no.
Exactly. Exactly.
Hell no.
So see, I worked at a tire store. Mm-hmm. Dude, that was the best job of my entire life. I love that job. Now, going back, if I had to do that same job now, I don't know, but back then, dude, it was cars.
Yes.
It was fixing cars up.
You're always around cars, doing something,
and
coming home dirty, like you did something, and then getting paid.
Yeah, and we would do this. Like someone come in to fix a flat, we'd fix the flat. If you paid in cash, that was my money.
Yeah.
Hey, and instead of throwing the tires away, we would resell the old ones, and that was cash for
in your
us.
pockets too. Yep.
So, I mean, I was in high school probably making, $300 every 2 weeks.
Which back then was some money for
$600. That was a
for
lot
a kid.
of money for a kid.
Yeah.
And I spent it all on my Chevelle.
I can see it. But it was just like he could save money. I caught him one day. He was in his room over in the corner. And I'm like, what the hell is he doing over there?
I get it.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell is he doing over there? And yeah, that was in my that was my mindset. What is he doing over there? Because all I could see was his back. So I came in there and I'm looking and I'm like, what does he have over there? So I peeked over. He had a little lockbox he had found in the basement. Dude had money in there.
Nice.
When I say money, I mean money. I mean, he counting, it was like over $200. I'm like, where the hell did he get $200 from?
Funny? You know what's funny about that is my son used to be the exact same way, and now he's the opposite way. It's like when he gets money now, he folds it up into a paper airplane
and just throws it. It's gone.
I'm like, hey, you got any money? No. But you got paid like 3 days ago.
And 3 letters. And
you know what I figured out? Doing those slow claps made it hard to see.
Yeah, I know. That's why I told you not to do that.
Well, here's the thing, son. You can't just tell me don't do that. You have to tell me why.
I did, and you were like, no.
See, now he's making stuff up. That's not true.
no, he isn't.
That is made up.
No, it isn't.
All right, so we're ready? Welcome back to Cigar Talk. I'm your host, Rob Jones. We have co-host Bryant Falconer in the studio. How you doing today, Bryant?
Hey, man, I'm doing good.
Nice, man. So how's your week been?
Hey, good week. Long week, but good week.
Yeah, mine's been kind of long, but next week's going to be longer.
Why is that?
Because the week after that, I go on vacation.
Oh, yeah, you're looking forward to the week after.
Yeah, it's like every day you're just like one day closer.
When does it end? When does it end?
And then you get there and you're, oh, yes. Finally. So, anyway, let's talk about what we're smoking.
Hey, man, I started off the show in the beginning smoking the McAuliffe Reserva.
Oh, yeah, that is dude, that's a great smoke.
Yeah, bottom of the barrel. The beauty part of the humidor, you get down there and you're like, oh, man.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Right. And that's, people don't think that I do that, but I do that. It's like you smoke your regular cigars and then you smoke your subprime regular cigars, and then you smoke the premium of the premium because it's like, I don't have that knockoff stick or whatever that I could smoke to get me by. So I'm going to have to smoke
I gotta smoke
the
this.
Reserva.
Yes.
And then it's like worth the wait.
It is. It truly is, because you get that stick and you're like, oh, I see why it's at the bottom of the humidor. It gets down here, it gets to age a little bit more. Oh, those flavor profiles start to come out a little bit higher, and you're like, oh.
Well, I'll tell you what's funny. Last night I was smoking, and me and Tim were talking, and I went to the humidor, and I really wasn't paying attention to what cigar I got.
Got you.
I pulled it out. I came over here to cut it, and I realized it was the Padron 80th anniversary.
Ooh.
And I was like, no, I'm not smoking that right now. So I put it back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
I was like, that cigar's not even supposed to be in that drawer.
But it is.
Right. So that's what I smoked today before we did the show.
Yeah.
And so now I'm smoking another, beauty.
Yeah.
Dude,
Aladino, baby.
Aladino Corojo Reserva. Great freaking smoke. I'm a big Aladino fan.
Me too. You got me on them. I'm stuck.
You know what? I haven't had one that I don't like.
Not yet.
The construction's been spot on. Been really happy with this Aladino
The
line.
taste profiles, the look, everything about them, man. To
me, dude, I think it is just old school quality construction. You know what I mean? It's like you don't have the frilly band. You don't have the
basics.
Marketing.
You got the basics.
You have back to the basics.
Yeah. And everything, they put all their money and all their attention into the quality of the stick. Yeah. And that's what you get. And that's the beauty of it, man. I was on that podcast with John Witherspoon. And
that Lonely Show.
Yeah. And he said that he started smoking Aladinos because of us. He heard it on the show.
Awesome.
And he's like, the way we talked about him, he's like, I gotta try this, man. And he said he fell in love with him.
Oh.
He fell in love with him. Them and the McAuliffes. He said he fell in love with him, man.
Yeah, he told me that he'd found some McAuliffes.
Yes. It's just the beauty of it, man. When you find a quality, when you find those diamonds in the rough and you just stay with them, you're like, and then they never disappoint you.
Right.
Never. You're like,
Well, speaking of McAuliffe, which is our sponsor.
Almost definitely, man.
You know, you know what I love about what we've done over the last year or so is we've built relationships.
Oh, yes.
With so many cigar smokers. So many brothers of the leaf, sisters of the leaf, and it's awesome when we get to have those conversations about what we have as our sponsor, McAuliffe. And what I mean by that is guys are like, dude, you were not messing around when you talked about the McAuliffe Medallia, the Riata, the Experiencia. I mean, they're just blown away. And it's like, dude, I'm being serious. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's just, like I was explaining.
I mean, if it's a cigar line you haven't tried,
you need to try it.
You are missing out.
You need to try
on an amazing cigar company.
You need to try it.
These guys make cigars that are affordable. We always say 4 to 42. You like to say faux.
Faux.
But, I mean, the Reserva's $42.
Yes, sir.
You smoked that before the show. Oh, man. Do you think that's a value at
It's
42?
worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it.
And that's where I get where when you say 4 to 42, it's a value at every price.
Yes.
Even at 42, it's a value because that cigar, and I will say this, the more you smoke it, the more you appreciate
you appreciate what it is, man. I'm serious, bro. And please forgive me, John, it's Whitfield.
Yes.
It's Whitfield. But in talking to him and seeing how he was excited about the sticks, the Aladino, the McAuliffes, and his understanding that he got it from listening to us, it humbles you. It truly humbles you because you understand that what you're saying has some form of impact on people. So that's why we fight so hard to make sure that we're giving people quality information.
Yeah.
You know, it's just me and Rob sitting here talking.
And by no means do we ever claim to be experts.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know what? I admire someone who has the knowledge that experts have.
Me too.
But at the same time, I can tell you this, I'm enjoying the journey.
Oh, yeah, and that's what it is, that journey.
You know what I mean?
And the thing,
I will never be the master of cigars.
No.
But I will have a lot of information.
Most definitely.
And most importantly, it affects my experience as a cigar smoker.
Oh, that's the thing that I want people to understand. In the end, it's a journey, and you will never reach the end of that journey. but the ride. Oh, the ride.
The ride. That's what it's all about.
The ride,
You know,
baby.
yeah, the ride and the community. I mean, if it wasn't for cigars, there's no way I would have friends all over the country.
Tell the truth. No, all over the world.
All
Because
over
you're
the
talking
world,
about
right.
Smith Face in
Yeah,
Australia.
yeah. And I
all
mean,
over the world.
The community that we are a part of is really a blessing.
Oh, yes.
You know,
Oh, yes.
and there's all walks of life.
Mm.
So anyway, before I get all gushy-eyed over
You're
here,
teary-eyed.
no, but you know, it's just such a phenomenal opportunity for people in all walks of life to come together and have a brotherhood.
Oh, yeah. Because we got something basically in common. When you go down to the basics, we
But
have that
isn't it
stick.
funny that it's cigars?
Oh, yeah. That stick.
I mean, if you look at the big picture, the cigar is the tool of bringing people together.
Yes, sir. Yes,
And
sir.
it is an amazing thing that what they do with the blending, the construction, the leaves,
Yes.
how many people
Yes.
work on the cigars.
Yes. How many hands have touched it
Yeah.
before it reaches yours?
And for something that
How many lives is it
how
affected?
many but a lot of people would think of a cigar as just some insignificant artifact.
Nah.
You know what I mean? And
Not I.
think about how special it is that it brings people together. Like, what else brings people together like that?
On a positive note.
Right.
On a positive
Now,
note.
and I know that there are clubs that, whether it be, you know, like Mr. Nationals in a club that does electronic football,
Yeah.
or a motorcycle
Yeah.
group, or just, you know, it goes on and on and on. But with cigars, we take everyone, even from all those other organizations.
truth.
You know what I
Tell
mean?
the truth.
If you're a member of a bike group, you can't be a member of another bike
Nope.
group.
You
You know what I
can't
mean?
do it.
But you can be in the cigar brotherhood.
Yeah, and be a member of another cigar group and be another
Right.
member of another cigar group because everybody has the same thing in common. I am appreciative. That's what it is. I am appreciative of where we are now, what we have, and where the cigar community is actually going.
Right.
I really appreciate even with the government trying to sanction everything and legislate everything away from us. We're still here. We're still fighting. We're still a part of, and it's still growing. No matter what, it's still growing.
Yeah.
It's a beauty, man. It's a beauty.
It's a great time to be a cigar smoker.
Tell the truth.
I mean, even though we have opposition, it's still a great time
Still
to
a
be a
great
cigar
time.
smoker.
Still a great time.
So this episode is the episode that we promised you about 6 weeks ago.
In June, the beginning of June.
So that's my bad. I'll take full responsibility for that. Don't get used to that.
I said, I didn't say anything else.
Don't get used to that. So this is the episode that we bring Cigar Talk's top 20-ish. Now, I say 20-ish because I don't know if we have any of the same matching cigars, because I'm bringing you my top 10 and Bryant's bringing his top 10.
Tell the truth.
And so there could be some cross-contamination going on.
It possibly
I haven't
will
seen
be.
your list.
I hate to say, I've seen yours.
And is there some...
I looked at our producer, and I was like, "Damn!"
You were like, we got top 10. I haven't seen your list, so...
Like, damn.
But you know what? I mean, here's the thing. A lot of the cigars that you're going to see on my list are cigars that we've either smoked on the show or smoked before or after the show.
Yeah.
Because those are great cigars for me. Me and you hanging out, shooting the BS before and after the show.
I'm like you. I don't have a cigar on my list that I have not partaken in and enjoyed myself. Not one. Because, you get those lists where people say, well, this one was on so-and-so's list and this was on the cigar officials. Nah, I'm talking about stuff that I've actually smoked. Stuff that it was beautiful to me.
Right, right.
And at the time, like you said, the conversation that I had.
Now, I do have one cigar on my list that I did not smoke here in the studio.
Well, you smoked it somewhere else, though, didn't you?
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I know, but I was thinking about through the list, and this particular cigar was a very, very special occasion. And so it was a special stick that I probably wouldn't smoke just hanging out in the shed. It's got to be somewhere, got to be taken in the whole experience.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Anyway, we'll get to that.
Most definitely.
So this is this year's top 20.
Top-ish.
So How do you want to do it? Do you want like you to go and then me to go, or do you want to go back and forth?
We should go one, do their list, and the other, because they're going to be.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't want to do the other way. I just wanted to give you the option, and you chose the right path.
Because it was your path.
Yes.
So who's going first?
You.
Okay.
Well, make it easy on you.
Yeah, man, was most definitely.
Because after you name your list, you could sit back and pick mine apart. Because if it was the other way around, that's what
I know
I'd
what
be
you
doing.
do. Yes, we all know that.
So go ahead.
So here's my top 10 cigars of 2020. Starting at number 10, the Aladino Maduro.
Good smoke. Good smoke.
You know.
I do. I have some.
Me too. And I'm going to get more because I reached the bottom of my humidor. So I have to get a layer above that. Number 9, the Roma Craft Baca Bantu.
Oh, nice pick.
Yes.
Nice pick. Yeah.
Yes. I'm a Roma Craft fan, and that Baca.
You are a Roma Craft guy.
Yeah, man, that Baca is just there for me.
I like Roma Craft, but I see you as the
Roma
Roma
Craft
Craft guy.
Yeah, because I love it. I love every part of it.
Because, dude, every time they have some new thing,
I'm grabbing it.
You're on it.
I'm grabbing it.
You are
I'm
on
grabbing
it.
it.
I eventually get to it, but you're like,
as soon as it comes out, I gotta have it.
I'll be over.
Yes, sir. You got it. I'm on my way. Just set 2 aside right now.
Isn't that great that we have a shop
come
like
on.
The Leaf?
Come on.
That you can call up there and say, man, I'm hot and heavy on this. Whenever it gets here, let me know.
And he will let you know.
You will know when it gets there, before it's out on the shelf.
Yes, he will. He will. My number 8, La Gloria Cubana Series R.
See, that's not on my list. That's definitely not on my list.
My number 7, Punch Diablo.
That's not anywhere near my list.
I'm thankful we're separated in something. Finally. This is the only of this blend, this brand that I like now.
Whoa.
And my number 6 is the Hiram & Solomon Grand Architect.
See, I'm not a fan.
That's the only one I like now.
You know which one I like?
Which one?
I like the Shriner.
The Shriner?
The Shriner
Okay.
is fantastic.
Okay.
It's completely different than the rest of the line.
Yeah, Grand Architect is, because that's the boldest one they have now.
Yeah, but it's not good.
To you. Here we go.
That made your top 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
I love that.
That really surprises me.
Number 5.
Whoa. We're not done with this Grand Architect.
I love it, man.
We're talking top 10.
Yes. It is in my top 10. My top 10. We're not talking about
how many
yours.
of those have you lit up and it was plugged?
I haven't had one not a Grand Architect that was plugged.
Interesting.
I haven't had one.
Very interesting. That's all I got to say.
Don't tell me that, because if I get one of my...
You know what? Next time you get one, you're going to be like, you jinxed me.
You jinxed me.
All right, go ahead.
My number 5 is what I had earlier. The McAuliffe Gomez Sanchez
Now, are these
Reserva.
in order?
Yes.
Okay.
McAuliffe Gomez Sanchez Reserva.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
Number 4, Casa Cuevos limited edition Habano Flaco.
Good smoke.
Oh,
Good smoke.
bruh.
Did I give you that?
Yes.
Okay, because I was like,
Yeah.
where would you have picked one of those up
Yeah.
Because that's a great
Yeah.
stick.
And I went online to give me a few more.
Yeah, those are great.
Oh,
They got a
wow.
great story. I like those
Oh,
guys, and they
yes.
make a good product.
Number 3, Oliva V Series.
Yeah, I mean that's. I don't have it on my list as a top 10, but you know what? It is definitely in my top 10 of smokables all the time.
Got you. Number 2, Aladino Corojo Reserva.
Now, see that we got a tie on that one because that one's on my list.
Dude.
That's a good smoke.
Dude, you got me with that, man.
Yeah.
You got me with that. And my number 1, I've ordered 5 of these, and I want to get a couple of more because I'm out of them.
Let me guess what it is.
Talk to me.
It's an acid blondie.
Nah. Nah.
Hey, if you like acid blondie, knock it out of the park. I don't care what you smoke. I'm just,
Giving me a hard
yeah,
time.
yeah.
My number 1 is the Plasencia Alma de Fuego.
I think you're saying that wrong.
Alma de Fuego. It is pronounced ALMA, Alma, DEL, Del, FUEGO, Fuego.
Huh. Now, is that the dark one?
Yes.
Now, is that the one that's in the hexagon shape, or are you smoking the figurado?
Figurado.
You know what?
What?
That's a good smoke. You took me a minute to remember which one that is, but it's really dark.
It is
It's
delicious.
a really leathery, rough wrapper.
And matching it with that Woodford Reserve, that bourbon, I can sit on my back porch and grow to 95 years old just smoking that.
In your top 10 or
Yes.
is number one?
Number one.
Oh,
in
it
my
is
top
number
10.
one. See,
Yes.
you did better than me because I'm just giving mine in a random order.
He just giving us 10. I took the time to grade mine.
Let me tell you guys, you don't know how lucky you are to have Mr. Bryant Falconer on this show, because then you have like some semblance of order. There's an order when Bryant's on the show. When it's just me,
So you just get what you got.
whatever you get, take it.
That's my 10 for the year.
All right, so like I said, no particular order. I just think that if you want to smoke a good cigar, any of these top 10
will be
are going to be lights out, amazing cigars.
Got you.
So it could be any occasion. And I got to turn over here because I have mine written on a big board over there.
Because if he didn't, he wouldn't remember.
Yeah, I wouldn't. There's too many good cigars out there to remember. But I'm going to say, for my first pick was Alec Bradley Fine and Rare 2019. Did you smoke that?
Yes.
Dude, that was a smoke. That was a great smoke. And for your guys' entertainment,
Yes.
we've got Mr. Bradley from Alec Bradley joining us for the interview today.
Yes.
So you're not going to want to miss that. Anyway, I think that is a phenomenal cigar.
yes, it
and you know,
is.
the funny thing is, Paul smoked it and didn't care for it. And you know what that made me say? Paul, you are not a good cigar smoker.
You don't know what you're smoking, bro.
Yeah, go back to your woods. Get it.
Did you see how you put that backwoods in there, that pun?
Right,
Go
right.
back to your woods.
So anyway, my next choice is the Viva La Vida Torpedo.
Oh, yes. Yes. The Viva La Vida. We have the sign, the ashtray. He's a Viva La Vida man.
Dude, I got the wall
Yes.
poster. I got the sticker right here. I got the ashtray. I've
Had
got
a
the
hat.
ball cap.
Yep.
I've got stickers.
Yep. Viva La Vida, you got him.
Dude,
You got him.
I'm on that bandwagon.
Yes, sir.
I really
Yes,
am.
sir.
So next, I'm going to go with the McAuliffe Reserva.
Hey.
I know.
Both lists.
Yeah. I mean, to me, that's the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
And, you know, it took me a little while to appreciate it. It was one of those that it has a unique blend that you're not going to get the first time around. Unless you are like some calibrated palate, you know, monitor, evaluator. You know, maybe if you're like, maybe if you were like the king of palate adjustments, you're going to get this. But for a regular guy, the fifth cigar in, I was completely blown away.
Got you.
And here's the thing. If I would not have taken that journey, if I would have just taken the first one as, yeah, that was good, then I would have missed what I got 5 cigars in. You understand what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
It's like that journey is what made that cigar for me get to that level. And so if you're not willing to give a cigar a second chance, a third chance, if you think, oh, that was a good cigar, but then you smoke it again and go, there's just something about that cigar. And then by the time you're on it the 5th time, you're like, the doves are flying.
Got it.
Got it. I got it. You know what I mean?
Light bulb goes
That's
off.
that level of a smoke for me.
Yes. Oh, yes.
All right. So the next one is the Aladino Corojo Reserve.
I see.
That's another one just the fact that the last 2 cigars are on both our list.
Yeah.
That tells you that it's a cigar that you need to try.
Tell the truth.
I mean,
Nothing you can
if
say.
you don't believe anything else I ever say again, you want to know
Buy
that
into it.
these 2 cigars are worth the adventure.
Yes, sir. Yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying?
They are worth the journey. They are worth that journey. there are certain things, those certain diamonds you find in your route.
Right.
And these two are those diamonds you find in that route.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Because you can find cigars that are much more marketed, that have marketing attached to the, roar of the crowd.
Yeah, yeah.
But with these cigars, it's way beyond that.
Yeah, it's the quality.
Yeah, it really is.
It speaks for himself.
All right, I'm going to move on here. So this is a cigar that I actually just started smoking about maybe 2 months ago.
Okay.
And you're actually smoking it
Right now. I have one right now.
That's hilarious. I didn't realize you were smoking one on my top 10. Hey, well, you know what's funny is I'm smoking one that's on
the top 10.
So
I smoked one earlier.
I mean, we smoked some good stuff.
Yes.
I mean, we're blessed. Very blessed.
That's perfect. We're blessed.
I mean, we're smoking some really...
Yes, we're blessed.
Dude, if you would have asked me even 4 years ago if I thought I'd be smoking the best of the best, I would have been like, I don't even know what the best of the best is.
Nope.
And that's part of the journey.
Yes.
So anyway, let's get to the next one. This one is the Cuatro Cinco by Joya de Nicaragua.
I'm glad you could say that because your spelling of it.
I was focused. But that's a great stick, is it not?
Man.
Dude, and I think that is the Corona size, and it's like you don't expect a lot out of it.
Nope.
And
but
it is just full force, enjoyable.
You open that box and it's Pandora.
Yeah, it's not,
everything is
and
in
it's
there.
not overpowering.
Nope.
But it like completely surprises you in that small package
We're
of
sitting
how
there
flavorful it is.
Smoking and pairing it with the what is it? Heaven
Hill Bottle and Bond. Great pairing.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, I was blown away by it. I'd never had it. I'd never heard of it. Just took a gamble.
And that was a great gamble. You invested well.
Yeah.
You invested well.
I read a lot of reviews about it, and it seemed like, I hate reviews.
Because it's somebody else's, their perception of it. It's what they feel of it, how they look at it. Until you taste it yourself, until you smoke it yourself.
You know what I did?
What's that?
I just spilled half of my bourbon in my lap.
I hope those that are longtime listeners remember when he used to blame me for everything.
Dude, you used to. When
No,
we had
sir.
the black tabletop.
No, sir.
No,
sir.
Dude,
It was you.
Dude.
Yeah,
dude, every time.
As the producer will attest to, unless you can have visual footage to prove him wrong. Hey, look at he's over there shaking his head. Yes.
Son. I'm going to play the son card.
Yeah, I quit. I quit.
You know where you live, boy?
Yeah. I'm sorry, sir.
So anyway, let's get back to mine.
Yes, sir.
So the Cuatro Cinco Joya de Nicaragua, great smoke. Highly recommended.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, phenomenal. So my next one, I mean, to me, it's a no-brainer. I don't understand how this cigar is not on the top 25 every single year. That tells me that whoever's doing the top 25, they're morons. Because if this cigar is not on it, then I can't trust anything else you say. You see what I'm saying?
I got you.
And it's the Padron 1926 Maduro. How could that not be on every top 25?
Every list, every year. Until they destroy it or make something better.
I don't even know how you could make that.
That's what I'm saying. So until then, it's going to be on the list.
Right. Now, I will say this. Saka has a cigar they call the Unicorn. It's $100.
I haven't
$100 is a tough pill to swallow for me. For a cigar. But I would like to try it once to see how it measures up to like the Reserva and the Padron 1926.
Okay.
But you also get yourself into a position to where if one cigar is not enough for you to get your overall value or experience, how many $100 cigars do I have to buy until the light comes on?
And that's not a route that many should take.
Right.
Should take. That's correct.
I'm not going to say I shouldn't take it. I'm just going to say I got to really be committed before I take the first one. Because if you take the first one, there's so many options that could happen.
And
one, you're like, okay, I didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I got to buy another one
Yeah.
to see if I can get it. But then the flip side is, I got it, I loved it, and now there's $100 cigar floating around. You see what I'm saying?
True.
So there's a commitment
It has to be.
smoking that cigar.
It has to be. Yeah.
For me at least,
Oh,
because some
definitely.
guys I know they can smoke one and be done.
Nah. Well,
I
that's not me either.
Yeah,
It's not me either.
If it's something that really knocks my socks
Yeah.
off, it doesn't matter.
And my thing is, I want to get everything out of a stick. I want to understand the entire profile. So when I smoke a stick the first time, I'm going to smoke it again because I want to see if I can taste something different or I can find something different.
Right.
And then after that, okay, if I find something different, yeah, I'm going to try it another time because the ride is what I'm looking for. Everything about the ride is the blessing. So I seek that ride. I want to know what is in here. And then I look at the reviews and I say, okay, well, they say this. I didn't taste that, but I got this and they didn't say that.
Let me tell you something. You know what you sound like? We're probably going to have to cut that out.
Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
All right, let's take a little break here.
Oh, my goodness.
That's not making
This
the
dude
show.
is something else, man. This dude is something else. I'll sit over looking. The producer's blushing. And he's like, that's my dad.
Hey, this is the real bloopers.
Just the truth. He's like,
That's a
"That's
blooper
my He
moment.
said, that's my dad. Is that what I have to look forward to? Is that going to be
No,
me?
son, you can veer off.
You can veer off.
Hey, let me tell you a quick little story, Luke. Archie Bunker,
Yeah.
Mr.
Jefferson.
Jefferson.
For real. For real.
Do you even know who that is? Okay.
That's great. That's great.
Oh, man.
He knows who both of those people are.
All right. We're at 29 minutes, so let's take 10 seconds.
When they say that some things are just not to be said, you are not in the room. You are not in the room.
Dude, all my life has been that way. Dude, let me tell you something. This kid here and his sister constantly, their entire lives, have been telling me, Dad, you shouldn't say that. But has it changed anything?
Hell no. You just did it. It ain't changed nothing. From the moment you called me a racist, I knew it ain't changed shit. It's still the same. It's him. I'm telling you, when you called me that, I got mad as hell. I was like, who the and then I sat there and I listened to your conversation. I said, oh, he's just an asshole. That's just him.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
That's just him. Okay.
Hey, Pat Summerall.
Yes. This is me.
Oh, dude, that's hilarious. Because you know what? I think that there is times where inappropriate comments are 100% called for.
Oh, yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yes. There are times when the ice has to be broken.
Right.
And some people are just
if-
too afraid to
and
do it.
Everybody's so like, I don't want to offend
No,
anyone. I want to
no,
be politically correct. And I'm like,
no, that offends me. Political correctness
right.
offends me.
It's like, well, if we both stay 100% PC,
Nobody's-
we'll never get to know each other.
And you'll never tell the truth.
Right.
You'll never tell the truth.
But
just
see,
be
hey,
you.
You know, if there's something to be told,
He gonna say it.
you're going to hear it the way
He's
it is.
going to say it.
Not sugar-coated.
Unfiltered.
Boom. Drop the mic.
And then you look like, that's just Rob. That's just Rob. That's just him. Just let it go.
And you know what's funny? Is for some reason, I feel like I was called
To do that.
to call people out.
Oh, yes.
Like at the Leaf,
Yes.
I can make a joke about you, or I can call you
Yes.
out and say that's not true.
Yes.
You're so full of it.
And it has to be there. It
Right.
has to be there. Because people are living lies, man. They're living these lies, and they want people to perpetrate those lies and say, oh, yeah, that's him. No, it's not. No, it's that's not him.
Hey,
No.
yeah, and if you hear me say it, it's 90%
Sent the
true.
truth. Mm-hmm.
Probably the least well-constructed way you could possibly hear it, but you're hearing it.
And that 10%,
That's Bryant in the background. He's like that little angel on my shoulder going, that's not the way you
they
should have
should
said
said
that.
that. There was a different way. You could have said that,
Hey,
but there's a
and
different
then-
way.
And then little Rob is on my other shoulder going, shut the fuck up. He can suck it. He can suck it.
Say it any way he wants to. It's the truth.
As long as you're saying the truth.
It's the truth.
Say it any way you want.
It's the truth.
All right, let's take a 10-second break. Hey, where were we at?
Here, you don't know. You just picking and choosing on that list. You didn't. That already wasn't. Me neither. Hey,
All right, I was at Cuatro Cinco. Oh, no, I was at the Padron 1926. Yeah.
The medallion, the Levy's you. You got those last five.
Four.
Yeah, the 50, the medallion.
Gotcha. All right, let's wait like 30 seconds.
Damn, why 30?
Because I can see it a lot easier. When I pull these shows up to edit, now you got to be quiet. I'm going to turn the volume
You the
off.
one talking.
You're the one talking. You're an asshole. Dude, did I tell you the branch off of Cigar Talk when I'm fixing to start? So you know how I want to start doing like music interviews and stuff? I'm going to make that a separate episode. And they'll be titled different. So the regular show... You're lucky the sound was turned off.
For real.
So
You didn't just shit, did you? He shat his pants.
So anyway, the regular episodes will be like EP91.
Mm-hmm.
The new episodes that's just an interview, it's just one-on-one deep conversation, is going to be CT101, which stands for Cigar Talk One-on-One Interviews.
Got you.
You know what I mean?
Got you.
I think it's just fun to do that.
Ain't no problem with it.
I wasn't asking. I wasn't asking if you were okay with it.
I know
Because
it's
you know, me, no, don't look away. Don't look away. Me and you, we can do whatever we want to do.
Don't get this confused.
No, I'm just saying.
like Jada told me, it's an entanglement. I had an entanglement.
That's funny. I was entangled. So anyway,
Another 30.
Luke's looking at his clock like, dude, I got to be a D&D. It's 3:18. You're still ahead of schedule. All right. Coming back to the medallia.
No.
I'm skipping one and circling back around. Yeah. Don't worry. I got this.
You know, I think you're going to get to the end of the list, and you're going to be like, well, we're done.
And then you need to say, oh, don't forget. All right, here we go. So the next one on my list is my go-to. I mean, that doesn't surprise you, right?
Not at all. That is your 100th. It will be.
I can't even imagine how many of these I've smoked.
If this show goes 10 years, every year this stick will be on his top 20.
You know what? You're probably right about that, because I can't imagine me not having it in the top 10.
Not having it twice.
I mean,
a day.
in order for it to fall out of the top 10, it would have to triple in price, and me find now McAuliffe. Don't get no ideas
about what he's saying
about raising the price. But that, to me, is probably the highest value cigar on here.
I got you.
It's the McAuliffe Medallia.
Like anybody didn't know.
Right. I know that. But that being said, the thing about it is that is a superb smoke. And to be $10, it's not even $10.
Nope.
But to be in the $10 bracket is, I mean, dude, honestly, to me, that could easily be in the Padron 1964 price range category.
True.
Easily. And so it makes my top 10. One, you're comparing it to the Padron 1964. But now you're showing me a cigar that is that caliber of cigar at $9-10. Wow.
It's an eye opener.
I mean, that's one of the reasons that's my go-to. I mean, dude, you're smoking top of the line cigars
at a value price
at a $10 stick.
Yep.
Which how many $10 sticks have you bought before? And you're like, it was okay.
Or said, man, where did my $10 go?
Right. But when you get a Medallia, you're talking 1964 Padron value at a $10 value. I mean, it's blows it out of the water. So it's going to take a major change in the cigar market for that one not to be in my top 10. All right, so my next cigar is the Le Bijou 1922 from my father's.
Oh,
you can't argue there.
Nope.
No, that
couldn't say anything.
No, that's a great smoke.
That's a dynamite stick, man.
When you're in the mood.
My father's,
for a strong cigar that's going to be delicious.
Yeah, complex and delicious, yes.
I mean, there's a lot of full-blown bodied cigars out there, but this one, you're still getting all that flavor profile that a lot of bold sticks just blow you out of the water and you don't
don't pay attention to it. But
right.
with my father's, with that Le Bijou, they paid attention to the flavor profile, that roller coaster ride that we talk about all the time, and still it has that boldness that it will
and
keep
it's not for the beginner.
Oh, no. No.
You need to be a seasoned cigar smoker before you enjoy one of these.
Yes, you need a few years up under your belt before you start trying to talk to that one. Yep.
Absolutely. So anyway, my next one on the list is the Perdomo ESV Sungrown.
Good stick. You got me on there.
That's a relatively new stick for me.
You got me on there.
And I smoked one earlier today. I love those sticks. And I mean, I'm a big Perdomo fan anyway. Yes. The way they test all their cigars, the construction, I've never had a plugged Perdomo.
Because they won't send one out.
Right. And so when you get into the ESV line, that's sun-grown. Man, it's good. All right, now, guys, the next one on my list, and you know what? I'm going to actually put this at number 1.
Okay.
I've only smoked it one time in my entire life.
And it hit you that one time.
You know what? Here's the thing. It was a fantastic cigar, but I was having a great time with my community. I was playing poker with about 7 or 8 other cigar brothers. And just hanging out in that environment warranted me to buy a Padron 50th.
Ooh.
And that's a $50 stick.
Yeah.
So you're up there. And I don't know if it was the cigar was that superb or that the camaraderie and brotherhood was so strong, but that time and that experience was up there.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
So I would put that at number 1. I definitely want to smoke another one.
Yeah.
But, you know, I don't go around spending $50 on a cigar very often.
That was one of those, as you say, the entire environment played into every aspect of it. It was the stick, the company, the conversation, the activity. All of that played into an experience that you just...
And I kicked ass at poker.
Yeah, with the 5 aces in your pocket.
Say it. Oh, no, sir. No, sir. You can't say that. I
wasn't there, so I don't know.
My poker game is tight.
You hear that?
I'm just
Did
telling
you hear
you.
that?
I'm just telling you.
Did he just come into the 2000s talking about this poker game was
My
tight?
poker game is tight.
It was tight. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I ain't messing around.
Ooh, he said tight.
So, hey, anyway,
It
guys,
didn't look right coming out of his mouth, did it?
we got Bradley Rubin coming up next.
Yes, sir.
From Alec Bradley Cigars. I'm a big fan of theirs. In fact, I mean, the
They were
Fair
on
and
his list,
Rhine,
yes.
the Fair, I said Fair and Rhine, the Fair and Rare, Fair, wow, the Fine and Rare.
that heaven and
Dude, yeah, that Heaven and Hill's getting a little light. But no, that Fine and Rare 2019, it blew me out of the water.
Yeah, it's a good
And
stick,
you know, it's
man.
such a limited stick.
Mm.
But here's the thing.
Talk to me.
So Alec Bradley is releasing, I want to say, and you'll have to listen to the interview because I don't remember, but it's either 500 or 5,000 boxes. And what they're doing is they're doing a box of 25 Fine and Rare from the best years that they've been made. And they're doing that for 4 years. And then they're doing a fifth stick that like encompasses all of them. So I'm excited to see that come out. I hope Jay gets it.
Yeah.
I hope Jay gets it.
'Cause I'm gonna grab a box.
Yeah. Well, no, you can't. Well, I mean, yeah, you can
I'm gonna
grab,
grab a box.
That would be 25 cigars.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a box.
So it's either 25 or 50 cigars. But anyway, it's pricey.
I don't care.
Okay.
Because-
I would think that would be one of those things where we would go in together and split it.
I would. We know how you split. There were 50 in there, so why am I getting 5?
Hey, 2 for me.
Well,
Two
well,
for me.
Well, I smoked 40 of them. I just have 10 left.
2 of each.
Yeah.
So anyway, we should definitely look at that.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, we got Mr. Bradley
Yes, sir.
coming up next. So we'll come back after the break and we'll do our giveaway and then we'll tell you what's coming up next week.
Yes, sir.
So anyway, guys, we'll be right back after the break. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Pull myself together.
Stop, man. Come on.
Every time I look over there, and you're just hunched over.
I can't look at you, man.
All right. All right, here we go.
You can't do it.
I look at both of you, and you're both looking at the floor. All right. All right, here we go.
He can't blame it on us now. It's all him. It's all you. He can't blame it on us now. See, that's what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. Woo!
I just gotta get it out.
Man, we gonna be at 9 o'clock trying to get this last 2 minutes done.
Hey, his friends are gonna be like, "How come you didn't come to D&D?"
My dad.
What, he was being mean? No, he couldn't quit laughing. All right. Hey guys, hope you didn't.
Why are you trying?
This might be the one that I get to bring us back.
Oh, that's great. You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Keep doing what you laughing back there.
Okay. Okay. Sorry. Louis. All right, I'm ready.
Hey guys, welcome back to Cigar.
Hey guys, welcome back. All right, I got this now. I see that it's needed.
Wasn't nothing wrong with that, but he just couldn't let it go.
Sound like some gay show.
No.
Hey guys, is that a big bulge? Never seen someone do something like that with a cigar. Read about it in the impeachment. Yeah, I went there. Okay. Ooh, all right, here we go. All right, we ready? Y'all got to get it together. I'm ready. Hey guys, hope you enjoyed the interview with Mr. Bradley from Alec Bradley. It's actually Bradley Rubin, or actually I reached out to him and he contacted me and we talked for a little bit and he said, well, I'm actually Bradley, because Bradley actually does all their social media.
Yes.
So that was pretty cool. We got that interview, super happy about it. I'm a big fan of their line of cigars.
Most definitely.
And I appreciate his willingness just to be open and honest. You know what I mean? Well, and you go back to his dad coming out after the 2011 Cigar of the Year, and construction went down.
Yep.
And he came out and said, hey, man, this is what has happened. Here's what we're going to do to fix it.
Open and honest.
Dude, love that in any company.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You just don't see that
I was
anymore.
just going to say, it's
now it's
missing
always, how can we spin this?
Instead of just telling the truth.
Yeah, tell me the truth, and I'm going to be a fan because you were honest.
Yeah, because you're being faithful to me.
I know you're going to get your quality back up, but don't take me down a road like Gurkha.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, look, all right. Now, so we don't really get into political
No,
stuff on
we
the show,
don't.
but I'm going to say this. So Gurkha, the president, founder, whatever you want to call his title, said some anti-black remarks.
Yes, he did.
And then he said, my account was hacked.
No, it wasn't.
No, we know that now. But then he resigned. And it's like, dude.
So if your account was hacked, why did you resign?
Right. And so that's why I appreciate companies who are just willing to be honest. Yeah. You know what I mean? And first of all, you say something. Now, how dumb do you have to be to go on social media and make a racist comment
and think it won't get around?
And think it won't be detrimental to your overall existence as a company.
Yeah. That's both ways. How do you expect anything in this world today where what you say is immediately across the world?
Yeah.
Immediately. How do you?
It's not the shot heard around the world now. It's the text.
Yes.
It's the post. It's anything that you put on social media is now.
And you actually have the audacity to believe that nobody's going to see it, nobody's going to hear it, nobody's going to have their opinion on it, and that your opinion is the only one that matters. Come on,
you know
man.
what I think is funny?
on,
Here's what I think.
What's that?
And you know I've never really been a Gurkha fan.
No. That's true.
You know I always made fun of you because you did smoke some Gurkha.
Yeah, until that.
Yeah, I get it. And so it strikes me as the audacity on someone that not only has the wrong frame of mind on the way they think about human rights, but also the fact that he thinks he's so far above everyone else that he can make that statement and not affect our business.
And not be touched. Yeah.
So I was 100% on board. I mean, you know, maybe I'm the worst example because I didn't smoke Gurkha in the first place.
Yeah.
But I can tell you, I'm not smoking Gurkha ever again.
I don't.
And I have to say, in my early days of being a cigar smoker, I smoked some Gurkhas and I thought they sucked. Now
you know why they suck. Now.
Well, I mean, I know people that smoke them.
Yeah. I used to.
Yeah, you even did. But just the audacity to think that I can say whatever I want to say and not have repercussions from it is a whole different level, first of all, that you should be. In today's society, Gary Vee says it best. Like right now, everything you do seems to be like it's under a microscope.
Yes.
We're not even scratching the surface.
No, we're not.
We are about to be on display
Everywhere.
and
at
if
all
you
times.
Are a bad person, people
It's
are going
gonna
to
show.
know
Yeah,
you're a
it's-
bad person.
You can't hide it. You can't hide anything anymore. You can't.
Right.
There's too many ways, too many opportunities, avenues for what you do in the dark to be seen in the light.
Absolutely.
It doesn't matter where you are. You know, you could feel that there are people that have their surveillance systems at their home, and well, what I do at home, nobody will see. Well, that's a lie, because people hack every day.
Right.
And information is pulled every day. We go back to Aaron Hernandez when he was trying to just, get rid of certain things after that incident. It wasn't happening. But then they were able to pull his cameras from his house and saw all the movements they made in the house. You're thinking you're safe in your own home with your personal surveillance system, and everything you do
can be brought into
court.
Or in
Anywhere.
public, or in the court of public opinion.
And that is the worst.
Right. Because it's not in front of a court. Somebody hacks your system, downloads a bunch of stuff you thought was private, and bam, now you are the Daily Post.
For real.
So
everybody sees it now.
Anyway, we'll get on with our show
Well,
here.
most definitely.
I don't know how we got off on that tangent, but it's time for the Moose Mountain Goods coffee giveaway. I was drinking their coffee all day today. Yeah. And
I would
now wait
be
a minute.
drinking some of their coffee if
somebody would have ground it. I know, dude. I was busy all week. And you know what's funny?
What's that?
Was my wife was out here in the studio. We were watching a television show together. And she said, "Oh, grab that bag of coffee." And I said, "Oh, that's Bryant's bag. I got to grind it."
And you didn't.
And then I went in the house and I left it out here.
See, anything pertaining to me, back level.
Yeah.
It's
not on my
all the way.
Not
back
always
there.
on my radar. Not always on my radar.
What radar? I'm not even in the drawing.
Hey.
You know how we used to be in kids, and you get down there and you draw a play up in the dirt.
Yeah, and they just draw one spot for you.
Yeah.
Where do you want me to go? Just stay right there.
Just stay right there.
Yeah.
Stay right there.
I love drawing up plays.
I can see it.
I got real creative.
And none of them.
No, some of them work. Some of them
He
work.
says some.
Well, I mean, if you are successful every time, it's because you're not going outside of what people think you will do.
If they know that's what you're going to do, they're going to stop it. I remember in practice, man, we'd run the same play.
No, sir.
And if we couldn't get it, run it again. You're going to run it till you get it right. They kept doing everything they could to stop it. I got tired of getting hit.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I get that. But what I'm saying is you do what you do that is successful, but you go outside of that comfort zone to try some things that you might not have known that would be successful.
Oh, so you're talking about going outside the box.
Yeah.
I got you. Okay, I'm with you on that.
I live outside the box.
You don't have a box.
That's true. That's true.
You don't. Box doesn't.
I burned it.
Yeah, confines don't exist with you.
That's true.
You live outside that. What Moose Mountain?
Moose Mountain Goods. So here's the thing. You guys see the pictures.
Yes.
I love Moose Mountain coffee. I love the Ethiopian. I really like the Costa Rican. Which one is that you got?
Costa Rican.
You haven't had it yet.
Nope.
You haven't had any of it
That's
yet.
a reason why. There's a reason why.
We'll get you there, brother. We'll get you there.
There's a reason why.
So anyway, I'm a big fan, and should be this upcoming week that I'm actually going to start working with Ben on coming up with a power punch dark roast.
Yeah.
I want to go, and I don't know what's going to be available. What I'm hoping is available is like the Ethiopian, the Guatemala, the Colombian. Those are some powerhouses that I would like to do a dark roast on. And I don't know, but I'm going to check on the Sumatra as well.
Okay.
Anyway, we're working on that. And so every week we do a giveaway. And how do you get in the giveaway, Brian?
All you have to do is register. It's easy. Go to the website, register. Give us your name and your email address. Once you register once, you're in for every
As
giveaway.
long as Cigar Talk is
Exists,
alive.
Yes.
you'll be in a drawing.
We'll never send you any of that spam email, that craziness. We don't. This is just for the people that take time out of their day to show us appreciation. We want to show appreciation back to you. So that's what it is.
Yes, exactly. And, the thing about it is we say thank you for any level of support.
Yes.
Whether you're a listener, a Patreon, whatever it is that you do to support the show, we want to say thank you to you guys. And we want to give a special thank you to the Patreons who support the show financially. It's a blessing.
Yes, it is.
And, I mean, the Cigar Talk bills never quit coming.
No, they don't.
The replacement equipment never quits happening. So thank you for you guys that actually support us financially too. And that's one of the reasons we do all the extra content, whether it be video, audio, whatever it is, we put it up there for those guys.
Yes, sir.
It's just as a token of thanks.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Because in the end, it's all about those that walk with you. You want to keep them walking with you.
Absolutely.
You want to keep them walking with you. When you start running, you want them running with you. So you have to take care of your people. You have to. And that's the way we look at it. You are a part of us. You're a part of Cigar Talk.
It is family, man.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
And
yes, because without you, there would be no reason for us to be here talking on the radio. We'll still be sitting and
let me say
these
this.
conversations.
If you are not in our Discord family, you need to join up.
Anybody that's a listener needs to be
I don't even know how to tell you
that's
to join
free
up,
too.
But you can go look at our Facebook page, and there's several links that show you how to join. I don't know how to tell you directly, but, dude, the relationships that we have with the people in that Discord is awesome.
It's 100%.
It's banter every day. It's talk every day. Just yesterday, we had a brother of the Leaf whose son got COVID.
Yes.
So him and his wife and kid had to be quarantined. He is their only source of income. We put up a link, and people in the cigar community and our family donated money to pass on to his family. And
that's what it's about.
To be able to be a part of a family that cares that much for each other was special.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? It really was. And so we want to say our hearts and prayers are with this family, and we thank you guys for all that you do. In fact, he's a Patreon.
Yes.
And, I told him, I said, dude, go turn your Patreon off. I don't want you giving us any money. I want you to take care of your family. And so we set up this donation. It was not his idea. It was mine. And he said, I'm not going to quit doing my Patreon because you guys supply me with time each week.
Yeah.
And that was a blessing.
That's
because,
the humbling in it.
Yeah, it was what we do for us is fun.
Yeah.
But if it gives you some enjoyment during your week, man.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's about.
That's all it's
about. And then to bring us together as a family and have other cigar brothers donate money, and I'm able to send him a check, was awesome. Yeah. It was really a blessing.
It's a blessing, man. God is good, bro.
Absolutely. So anyway, let's get to our winner.
Yes.
So our winner this week, and I don't know if I'm going to butcher this name, but I'm going to give it my best shot.
Let me do it then.
Okay. Hey, you think you can do it?
Yeah.
If you do it wrong, there's going to be holy hell to pay.
There's no way I can do it any worse than you were trying to.
That may be true.
All right. When he pulled the name out of the list, he was like, no, that can't be it.
Yeah, but I butchered it. I know.
So, Mr. John Banholzen.
Nope.
What is it?
There's no N.
Holzer.
There you go. It's John Banholzer. So, John Banholzer, congratulations.
Hey, most definitely.
You're going to get coffee. So what you got to do is send me an email, and in the subject line, it needs to say Cigar Talk winner, and then in the body, put your name, address, and if you want whole beans or if you want ground, and they'll take care of you. They'll get it shipped out in a couple of days. And so anyway, when you get your coffee, send us a picture of you smoking a cigar and enjoying the coffee, man. We'd appreciate that. We'd like to post that on our website and just have, and we'll probably make fun of you at least once, but it will be like in a loving way. In a loving
most definitely.
way.
It comes as a family. You know how we do that.
Unless you're just really, really ugly. I'm just messing.
You got me, man. I snorted on the radio.
So, anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up this week. Next week, we have Echelon Cigars going to join us. I'm looking forward to that interview. I'm a big fan of their cigars as well. So, hey, hope you enjoyed the show this week. And until next time,
keep smoking.